Alrighty, guys. So let's go ahead and get started again. Vecna, Eve of Ruin, Chapter 4. We have another adventure, finding the Rod of Seven Parts. You guys just got back from astral space, right? When last we left.
Yes.
You guys came through the portal into the parlor. Did you do anything before you guys decided to go about a long rest?
I don't think so. Just probably report our progress and call it good.
Okay. When you arrive, Illustrial is there. She says Tasha is upstairs in her quarters. She's not available right now, but I assume that you had success. Did you get the second part? And could I perhaps see it for a moment?
Of course. Gilbert?
So what happened?
Second piece of the rod, did you have it?
Oh, yes, I suppose I did. When Ryman reported.
Interesting.
Do you take it out of your pocket or one of our pockets?
It was actually one of mine.
For once.
We were busy, so...
Are you using that golden?
It might be, actually. Yeah, I've got a bag of holding. Notably, not the black one.
You're not going to just wear it on your belt?
I left that one at my bastion, which, by the way, I've done all that.
Okay.
Oh.
Cool.
I should. I haven't looked at that stuff yet.
Yeah, if any of you guys want to do the Bastion stuff, there are Adventure League rules for it. I believe you get a Bastion turn for every session.
It says every 7 days. So,
Yeah.
If it's like 15 days of downtime or whatever.
So it's like you could use Bastion time or gun time, so I used it for
Alrighty. So Illustrial takes the rod in her hand.
That's what I used to level up.
And interesting. Well, that's a faraway realm. This is vibrating in an interesting manner. I've only visited there once.
Sorry, did I forget to turn it off?
Different type of vibrating, sir. Given the name of your band, I expect these double entendres all the time. However, in this case, it is a mystical vibration that I sense, which one can normally only access with a very esoteric spell known as the Veil of the Blue Dream, which is a very complicated spell to execute. However, because of the magic of my portal, thank you, Lady of Pain, for allowing it to exist, and the attunement of this rod to its compatriots, you'll be able to just use the portal to access a world that is known as Eberron. You should know that this is a world that has an interesting kind of denizen over the last 30 or 40 years that has been invented. They are sentient constructs known as the Warforged. There are some other interesting things that are features of this world, including various arcane machinery, and also, from what I understand, vast war machines that have been used. It's only been in the last couple of years that a 100-year-long war has ended in Eberron. So be aware that there's a lot of literal and figurative fallout still from that war. In fact, 1/5 of the continent of Corvair, which seems to be where this is attuned to, the country formerly known as Cyrene, was completely destroyed in an event known as the Day of Mourning. M-O-U-R-N-I-N-G, not like every day where we have a morning. But the Day of Mourning, no one knows exactly why it happened, but all of a sudden, the country of Cyrene was covered by a mystical mist that makes navigation and magic inside it for locating things very difficult. And also, a large number of odd mutations and corruptions of the denizens of that country happened. And basically, everyone who was outside of it or able to escape became refugees instantly, as it no longer was a functional country. So be aware this seems to be taking you to the Moonland. So things are going to be a bit weird. Now, did anyone have any other questions about this place that you'll be visiting?
For the record, my deception check on everything is 27.
Okay.
So no one sees the sweat because I know about.
You know about Eberron? Okay.
No, the fellow.
Oh, okay.
I'm preemptively being like, I'm acting nonchalant.
Okay.
So, if there's this magical mist that makes it impossible or very difficult to find things, how are we supposed to find this thing?
Well, there is a magical device which may be a path to finding what you're looking for, known as a docent. It's a sphere about 2 or 3 inches around that is embedded with dragon shards, which are a deep magic that exists only in Everland. And docents are a sentient construct, like the Warforged, except they just exist within a sphere. They normally are paired with a Warforged in order to provide it with additional languages or skills or expertise that it wouldn't have normally. But in your case, I believe if provided with a connection to the pieces of the rod that you already have, the docent may be able to figure out a way to help refine the directionality that the rod can give you to find your target. That would be my best guess, based upon what I know. So be aware, these are very rare items. They were used to power, in addition to elite Warforged, and give them additional abilities. They were also used to power Colossi, absolute immense Warforged, that were used in the final days of the conflict. And often deployed immediately as constructed to Cyrene. So there's a good chance you will find them there. Now, if there's nothing else, I recommend you all get yourself a good rest. Be ready to go in the morning. I'll make sure to have some comestibles available for you. And you can then go and attempt to find the third shop. Does that sound acceptable, everyone?
I think so.
Yes.
She claps her hand a couple of times. The generic butler who doesn't have a name that I just invented because he's useful to have. I invented him a while ago, but I still haven't fleshed him out. No reason to. Guides you up to the room that you guys have available to you. Now, we haven't brought you in yet. Right. When last we saw you, you were in Neverwinter. Correct. These guys went off to fight a young red dragon. And when they did, you weren't into it for whatever reason. Maybe you were having a liaison with someone and there was a scheduling conflict on your part or something.
When the mood strikes, you have to take it. You have to go with it.
So, when you got done with your liaising and whatever other activities you were up to, you noticed that you hadn't seen them in a while. In fact, you heard that one of your other party members had been looking for them recently.
Yeah.
You catch some crumbs of her trail. She has traveled to the city of Sigil and found that in an attempt to find them, but that's the last thread that you can find yourself. With a little bit of time and money, you're able to secure yourself someone who's able to take you to the city of Sigil or guide you to a portal that gets you there. When you arrive in Sigil, is your character at all familiar with Sigil?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, you know of the multiple planes, and so you come out of doors, you look up, and there's the city of Sigil's streets because it's shaped as a large ring.
Correct.
And you're familiar with this. You hire a docent, a floating flaming skull that is able to take you where you need to go. And it takes you to the sanctuary of Illustrial Silverhand after a little bit of investigation. Has the party been talking about your missing party member in this case?
Him?
Yes.
Uh,
Is he somebody you talk about during your idle time when he's not there?
Probably not beyond mentioning that he's probably with some woman,
Okay.
knowing him.
Woman, man, you know, they just kind of call themselves whatever they call.
Somebody.
You knock on the door.
Oh, no, I'm invisible at this moment. I've been following them and I've been watching them.
No, they're not outside anywhere.
No?
No, you haven't. You just found the sanctuary. Where
Okay.
Anybody need anything?
I'll take a cone. Take a plain penalty. Okay. Give me what kind of bourbon is that? Give me like a bullet and water on the rocks. Bullet bourbon. Yeah. I don't want to put that. Sorry.
So no, you would. These guys have been going in and out of a portal in
Okay.
the safe sanctuary. This is a heavily fortified sanctuary of very powerful wizards. You're not sneaking in.
Okay.
So maybe you do some reconnaissance
Yeah.
and determine that you're not sneaking in, and eventually
Correct.
knock on the door.
Absolutely. Yes.
A butler type approaches and says, "Hello, sir. May I help you?"
Hello there. My name is Nova. I'm here with the Bad Dragons.
You with the bad dragons.
I'm just
you say.
catching up with them.
Make me a persuasion check.
So we do have our list here. If you want to look at
Okay, just set it down. Okay, just a second. Thank you. 13.
With the 13, the DC was 10. Yep, we'll let you in just a sec. Go ahead and look at the. Oh, you got the
No,
list?
I'm good. Go ahead.
All right, cool.
This is more important.
Well, picking out the right bourbon is also very important.
Okay.
This is one of the good things about Dirty 20, full menu. Anyway, so yes, he allows you in, leads you into the parlor, and says, "Your party is away at the moment. Please wait here. They will be returning shortly. I'm sure.
Thank you.
We hope, mostly." And then he goes off to do buttling. About 4 or 5 hours later, these guys return from the astral plane. You observe all the things that just happened.
Okay.
Do you make yourself known at any point during that?
I look up. My friends, how are you all doing? Sorry I was away on business. I got pulled away by somebody that I really didn't have any right to say no to. So I had to go take care of some business. But now I'm back. And where you once see a human, like how I looked human before, that's kind of gone. And now you see fae features, like elf features. So I had a bit of a change while I was gone. I'm sorry, folks. I will not leave you anymore. How's everybody doing? What are we up to?
We're
As you always do.
we're doing a different kind of business that I'm sure you're up to.
Well, I was in some very interesting places.
You can tell us later. We're also going to some interesting places. Again, the different kind, I'm sure. Well,
When are we leaving?
we just got back,
On the morrow, sir.
Okay, fantastic.
and I'm sure we could use your help.
Fantastic.
And you guys repair to your chamber. Take some time to catch up.
I'm just watching the fellow.
Roll a stealth check. It's 24 at a minimum, right?
Yeah, it's gone up a little bit. It's 26 minimum now, but I rolled 2 better than that.
You rolled a what? A 2?
28.
28. Okay.
My passive perception is 20, as well as my insight.
Do me an active perception, and everybody actually need to go around. Name and passive, please. And your level if you're not at 13. So we got Sal. You're
Yes.
13.
Yeah, give me this.
Yes. I am level 14.
And what's your passive?
19.
19. Got it. Megan?
Agro now has 11 passive perception.
You're bringing out on fire.
You will see everything at the time.
With your own party?
You're 13?
Yeah.
Okay. Ellie? Okay. Is what? 23 passive perception, okay.
20.
Nova, right?
Yes.
23?
20.
20. I'm sorry. Brain isn't working all
Yours
the way.
was 23.
Yeah.
Max at 15.
Not bad.
Gilbert's at 22.
Now I don't feel so bad about giving up expertise.
Lilith is at 16.
I used to have expertise in perception. Now I don't feel so bad because now we have like 3 people above 20. In the last campaign, I was the only one that had a good perception score until you came along.
Yeah. Yeah, until I came.
Alrighty, guys.
I was playing Grave Bowl.
So, what was your active perception check?
Oh.
Can it possibly get to 28?
I really know. 18 or. Nope. 22.
With a 22?
22.
The little guy doesn't seem to be here. You faintly remember there being a halfling sneaky guy in the crew, but you just don't notice him.
Yeah, I'm actively checking everybody out, especially the new guy that I haven't seen before.
Who's the new guy? No,
Yeah?
you don't. He's the one you vaguely remember. There
Oh,
was
he's
a
the one I
halfling.
vaguely remember. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Gotcha.
I thought you discovered him.
Like I said, I feel like Ashley Johnson in this movie.
he did.
I was stealthing along behind the body for months.
We discovered him in the catacombs.
Yeah, I don't think I
That's
wasn't.
right.
He wasn't.
Yeah, he was discovered afterwards. Okay, yes. No, you haven't noticed him yet.
Okay, I haven't.
You don't know
because
he exists.
Right.
I fell into an old habit as soon as the new guy show up. Yeah, no.
As soon as he saw me,
Oh, actually, no. He didn't remain unnoticed. He remained unnoticed until he was asked for the rod piece,
Yeah.
okay.
and then a little dude just appears out of nowhere,
From behind me, because he can do that. 'Cause he can
Yeah.
have-
Yep.
hands over the rod.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I'm constantly
You hear
always zigzagging amongst
And,
it. So
and then just like walks behind him and disappears again.
So you're a halfling, right? Yes. Okay. As soon as he said he was hiding behind him, I had.
Brave little halfling.
Yep.
brave little halfway.
Brave. Yes. Same here. Brave.
So you've had your long rest. You guys also got some rewards for last time, which we went over last time. And then this in the morning there is a nice breakfast spread available, so that you're able to refresh yourselves, be ready to go. Excuse me. And then the portal awaits. Does anyone want to change? In fact, I'll use Celestial. Or no, I'll use Tasha. She's there this morning.
Yay.
So, you're ready to go again on another adventure, are you?
This should be fun.
A new face in the crowd that I haven't seen before. Howdy.
Hello, my dear.
Now, you may not have been warned, but I seem to have come from a little bit earlier time than another encounter with myself, so no spoilers, please. And this is, by the way, a much younger Tasha than you guys met as Zybilna in the Fable.
Okay.
So, somewhere else on her timeline. Which, given that she was in the Fae when you met her, who knows where she was on her timeline? And what pretzel shape it has taken.
Take Maker's Demon.
We also each get a bear item.
Okay.
We filled him in.
Yeah. I'll do all that. Later.
So,
Good deal.
please borrow an item if you wish. Don't worry, if you lose it, it will magically come back again. And she does say lose. It gives you another ring. Yes, anything you wish, and then please, if you can find the third piece, that will put us much closer to having all 7 pots. So, who picks what from the bookcase for today?
I'm going to take another wand of secrets.
One of secrets.
I was sticking with my tan bag of tricks.
Okay. Bag of tricks.
Magic item from the bookshelf.
Oh, yeah. What's
It could be the same one you took last time. It could be the same one as last time.
something bumping on each field?
No, it's just you can swap it each
One
time.
can't take a protection.
What's that?
Don't get back to speed for the last possible minute.
Did I
I'm not giving. I'm not giving back my armor.
I got him from
It's just never a dagger at all.
Round fast. Yeah, and it's loud in here today, so everybody be sure to speak up. Nova, what are you taking off the bookshelf?
I think I'm gonna take the cloak of protection.
Okay, you got a cloak of protection that you can use for a suite.
Psychic resistant ring.
Ring resistant psychic.
I don't think I'm taking this off, do you?
You're still wearing the cloak that grants invisibility.
Yeah.
Armor.
So
Yeah.
technically,
Oh, yes, we talked about this. The studded leather armor. That one of the seemingly at random one of the studs is the activation point. And then what do you have? Well,
The Iron Stone of Awareness again.
an Iron Stone of Awareness, and you still have the Chime of
exile.
Exile.
Indeed.
Okay. So with that and whatever else you have on your person within Adventure League rules, that's up to 6 items that are uncommon or better, up to 10 of common, and up to 10 consumable. You guys are able to go
For an access 16. Yep. Then can your common items be consumable?
They are just they only count against the consumable part.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But if you have all your consumables and then you have a common consumable, can that take place in a common?
no, it's
Just one of.
so yeah. The common category is for common non-consumables,
I've only got 2.
right? And then the uncommon category is for uncommon
We
non-consumables.
don't get a lot of common magic items, mostly because they don't tend to do a whole lot of second flavors.
I have a
I wish they gave more though. I love the common
I
map.
have a bastion, so I'm just collecting them slowly.
Okay, cool.
It comes out of the bastion, you just pick them up. I have a horn of warning, which basically I blow it, and someone might pick
And it blows somebody's eardrums out.
600 feet away. They're the only ones that can hear it.
Yeah.
So I pick someone to blow the eardrums out of.
Part of
I
a
get
warning or
trouble.
part of alarm?
Yeah, I'm not sure what it's
Okay.
called.
We know what it does though. So
Yeah.
alrighty. So there is a doorway. I'm assuming you guys go through it. The portal. Yes.
Sure.
You don't decide to F off and go on a different quest.
Correct.
If there's any of those concentration spells you want me to.
I will, yes.
Door number 2. Door number 1.
I'll just.
As you guys go through the portal, the first thing you notice is that you're standing on a hillside with an obsidian portal behind you that's about 15 feet tall and 15 feet wide. In it, you faintly see a reflection of things that look clearer than what you're seeing as you look out over the valley in front of you. The mist is pervasive. You can see anywhere between 25 and 100 feet away, but the distance that you can see is always constantly changing, depending on how the air is moving. It's not moving much. Also, if anybody wants to kind of investigate the mist, let me know. You're vanished again. Okay.
So as we're moving forward, it's moving, or is it like when we're standing still, it's still moving, or is
There's mist everywhere. It's part of this area you're in.
I feel like Farmer Magrum would want to.
Okay,
it 27
Give it
investigation? 27
Okay.
investigation.
Magnum. It's always fun to have 2 different levels.
That's a good 9.
All right, good. So we got 3. So Magnum with your 9, I'll give you because you're a farmer. This is not fall. This does not feel like the kind of mist that would be nourishing your crops in the morning.
Yeah, he looks at his trident and he inspects the
Yep,
dew on it.
no moisture, no dew condensing on your trident. For the other 2 of you, this is some sort of mystical mist that is in this space. It isn't falling, it isn't rising, it's just moving around, and it's disconnected from any wind you feel on you. It's just doing what it does. So you feel that even if you were to use like a gust cantrip or something like that, it wouldn't necessarily move the mist. It's just here.
Just organically here.
Organically here, filling this space. Which does match what you've been told about the Mournland.
This is creepy, Jim.
The mist is also definitely it's there. It's slightly magical. You know, do you get that out of True Seeing?
True sight can be the true image of whatever it is.
I'll say you do get a faint magical sense from it.
Yeah.
That it is here in this space as a magical thing, and it's whatever the effective is it's big.
Yeah.
You're definitely in a. I'm looking at a tree, and there's probably a forest around me, but I don't understand it because I'm so close to the tree.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
No, I just mostly want the 10 minutes of 120-foot sight.
Well, the 120 feet
That's what I want to see.
is best case,
Yeah.
and in some cases it still goes down to 25 or less, as the mist does obscure your true sight.
That's mostly what I wanted to check.
Good call out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is really creepy.
So
Kind of-
everybody with a passive
You
perception.
can't see.
Sorry, go ahead. Well, you're invisible too.
Yeah. So
We just hear him talking.
every now and again.
Yeah.
Usually from behind someone, so it sounds like they're
Right.
possibly the person who's talking.
Despite the accent.
Yeah.
So you're a vaudeville act now.
What's that?
You're a vaudeville act? Throwing your voice and stuff?
Yeah.
Do
So-
you all want me to do something about this? Or attempt to get rid of this?
I don't know if you're.
Arcana check first.
Can you identify it?
I mean, I was gonna dispel magic.
I don't think that's gonna work, and I feel like they would have tried that already.
Trying to dispel this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm giving her a chance to not burn the spell slot.
Yeah.
With a 27, this mist is obviously from a magic so powerful that you doubt that the three wizards that didn't come through the portal could cooperatively just dispel this magic. It is immense.
This is not due. Let me go up front. I'll poke at things.
You can see 25 to feet. Or
Well, I
more.
can reach 20 feet. So.
When you raid, only when you raid.
So everybody,
Lola,
with
do you think this is safe to go first? What do you think?
you do
For the
feel that it is
record,
safe, at least for a short period of time.
For the record, I've already started scouting ahead.
Okay. Well, you have more than a 15 for your passive, right? Yes. So everybody with more than a 15 sees that reflection in the obsidian portal behind you. So even though you can't see out into this valley,
Oh, I see. Okay.
you see a pale reflection of the valley in the obsidian portal. So you've got a little bit of an inkling of what's going on out there. You see ruined colossi, very large war machines. You see a camp. You see what looks like a mill. You see more ruined colossi, some rivers and a lake. So, and then this is, by the way, all on a valley that's on the base of a very large mountain that looks red with rust in the reflection. Oh, or just to warn you guys, this is going to be a 2-week episode for this chapter. It's impossible to get through all of it in one week. So,
Shall we head forward? We done today.
Well, let's pick out.
also, by the way, everything is lightly obscured.
Does anyone know how to
So,
So does that mean we're going to travel at half speed, trying to be careful?
that's up to you guys.
No,
but
that'd
it
be
is,
difficult to read.
Well, I'm just saying if
any wisdom
It's spooky.
perception checks rely on sight. will be at disadvantage unless you have a source advantage.
There's a bonus action.
Well,
We still
I do have a source.
Okay, okay.
And everyone.
That's great.
It's great.
Well, I didn't see you there, so I don't know.
Yeah. I'm just letting you know.
Okay.
The little stone starts.
I'm glad there's somebody else that can
faster. Like a little wind.
Don't worry. I can join you.
It doesn't hurt. It just moves through it. It doesn't move it.
Oh, I'm sorry about the stone.
Oh, your iron staying still. This mist, in fact, with your 27 Arcana, as you held up your hand, you noticed mist flowing through your form.
Oh. That's
I mean, I rolled
Mist is
28.
going through her. Was it going through us, or is
Everybody.
it?
Yep.
Okay.
And everything.
Do we feel
doesn't-
any? Do we feel weird? No. It's
Nope.
not like a trip or nothing.
No, and with our 27, it does seem safe, at least for the short term.
Okay. Good.
Oh, and you guys can refer to this as much as you like.
Thank you.
Um,
Everybody who was smart took pictures.
so, would you guys like to try to go somewhere? And who will be helming the ability, the journey there?
Seems like there's
He
the.
starts walking.
Hold on, Magnum.
Pokey.
There.
Let's.
Any plus 3?
I know. I'm a really, really weird druid rogue thing.
So it looks like there's a camp, probably of those refugees they mentioned, directly down the
I know. I was
down the valley. There's also a village on the
Just
river.
the descriptions of the feats.
So as long as we can find the
So
river,
Magram has started walking,
He starts walking.
and
I'm right behind him.
and with your
I'm ready to go.
you have no idea what's in this valley at all.
Absolutely not.
Is anybody going to communicate
He's
to you
walking
what's
forward.
available?
I'm gonna
I go right behind him and I just grab onto him. I go, "Whoa, big fella, hang tight, big fella,
Hunk. Hunk.
hang tight." And then I turn around and go, "Let's go, onward,
yeah. All right.
let's go."
So who is helping the survival check?
Is he still? Are you still?
Plus
Are you
4.
still? Are you
I got +6 surviving. Am I?
Everything up. Survival is not a skill I really go with.
Right.
I am a city rogue.
Just somebody.
Yeah.
Magram has decided.
I survived it.
So we're going to go with
We're
it
gonna go with Magnum. I told him where we're going.
19.
with a 19. Let me double check something.
We want to put a rope between us so we don't get separated.
We can see 25 feet.
We can also. The mist doesn't stop.
150.
The mist doesn't stop sound. does it?
It's not. No, it doesn't stop sound. But
Good idea.
It is of varying densities. So in some places it's as close as 25 feet. In other places it's as far away as 150.
So this is Essex Tower, basically, or Eustace Tower. It's just all kinds of different perspectives and stuff. Like it's constantly changing.
No, I'm not perspectives. Just how thick the mist is.
Okay.
Parts of it are thicker than other parts. And again, doesn't seem to have anything to do with the wind or anything like that.
I'm just trotting along way out in front of the party.
All right, and so
I'm right next to Magram.
Magram, you heard the options of where to go. Where would you have led the team to?
So I mentioned that there's a camp of probably the refugees that are just down the valley, and there's that and a village are both along the river. So as long as we
Yeah.
can find the river.
Yeah. Go along the river toward the
Camp.
camp.
All right, with your 19, let me just double check.
I am. Can I make a couple perception checks? I'm just always kind of keeping a lookout for
Okay,
anything.
I'll keep that in mind.
Relying in
Go ahead and roll one for me. Roll one perception check. And you said you have advantage, so that's a straight roll then.
We have disadvantage on perception checks.
Yes.
Yep.
So
our passage is only 17.
For visual perception checks, yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
14.
14. Okay. Keeping it in mind.
Once we hit the river, I'd like to hop on the broom and just go up, see what I see, and come down.
Once you get up above 20, 25, 30 feet, you start running into thicker mist.
Okay.
And it seems like you're not going to be able to see much more than you can at the
I hit the game level boundary.
You kind of.
All right.
Yeah.
No worries.
But yeah, it doesn't seem like it's going to be very productive.
Gotcha.
So my passive perception is still 22. Sorry, because I use my action, I'll be like always perceiving, and I'll just rely on the 10 that I can minimum roll and add the bonus.
Okay. So what's that? Is that should it be 22? Okay.
It could be higher at any particular moment, but
I will keep that in mind as well.
and my bonus action will be investigation for anything in the ground where traps or
As you guys are going along, you do find bodies of humanoids that have been decaying into mostly skeletons at this point. You find what look like machines shaped like people laying on the ground of various kinds. Some made out of heavy slabs of metal, others made out of wood and built more lively, with various colors of different armies on their shoulders. None of you are locally schooled in the history of the place, so you don't know who those belong to, but
Do any have the marking of the hand?
no Vecna markings that you guys have seen at all.
that's good.
Yeah, I don't
So I
think
saw my hand on its thing.
we haven't run into too many of those people for a while.
Retractable hand.
I mean, I still have one of their amulets and a cloak.
Wasn't the cloak from the
Vecna dudes.
not the spider?
No, I had the cloak. I remember when I was hiding in before we got sucked into that void, and I was floating in the cloak of the guy.
Right. Okay.
As you guys are traveling towards what you think is the right direction for the camp, you come across three what look like veterans of the war. There is an orc who appears to have some sort of device that seems like it throws things, and a couple of halfling soldiers. You see them with your 22. You see them when they're probably about 100 feet off, and you see them before they see you. And nobody else has noticed them yet. Nobody else has a hack for vision the same way this man has. I don't
It
think.
doesn't work. I blow my horn.
You're gonna use the horn? Isn't that like once a long rest? Okay.
I'm invisible and it makes no noise to anyone else.
What's that?
I'm invisible. I can't exactly put my hand up and be like, "Hey, guys."
You can just say something.
I could, I suppose.
But I mean, that's up to you. If you want to blow the horn for somebody 5 feet away, I'm here for it.
I don't know if it's one burst. I think it's 3 charges.
I'm sure we heard a little halfling or two here or there.
Yeah, your call. So
All right. Over that way, I say. And you can't see me pointing at all, so you'll have to figure it out.
So anybody who wants to attempt to look over that way,
Yep.
Bagram will look at
give
the
me a
river.
perception check. What's that?
He will look at the river.
Okay.
Have advantage on the perception check.
Yeah. So the
To
Yeah,
cancel it out.
disadvantage on it.
Natural 20.
Natural 20, okay.
22.
Straight roll.
22.
Yeah, no, I'm like, hey, check that out over there. And then as I'm walking towards it, because I just keep dropping, and I'm like shaking little bushes so they can see what direction I'm in.
Okay.
Well,
We still got good enough rolls.
Yeah. But I'm off to go see what they got in their pockets.
You said perception?
At disadvantage, yeah.
This is why I scout ahead. I'm the first one to the pockets.
So, the two of you, what's that? With disadvantage? Wow.
No, everyone should be.
I know, it's just, I'm not used to it. That's all. So the three of you definitely all see these three, what look like soldiers walking along a ridge. Yeah. You also see that the bushes are rustling, going towards them, and you figure that your little halfling friend is already on his way.
where are you at right now? Did you go up on your broom?
No, I came back down. I'm
you came
just
back
walking
down?
along the river.
Okay. What do you think here? What do you think? These look like
I don't.
Somebody points, once they're pointed out to you.
Okay.
Yeah, I tap him, and I go, what do you think of them? What do you think of them? What do they look like? You know them?
Yeah. Exercise. Let's
Anything
go.
look familiar?
Okay. You guys start heading that way?
I go, you lead, I'll follow, brother. Sure.
Yeah, I'm not like looking for a fight, but whatever.
Are you going to really attempt to sneak up to them and pick their pockets?
100%. I'll certainly
Yes. Okay, just making sure.
Yep.
Give me a stealth check.
I rolled a 10, so 26.
Okay. And then also roll me a sleight of hand.
Oh, that was probably not an advantage.
That does not count.
No. They were both cocked, although one was an 18. 26.
26. Okay. You find that the weapons that they seem that they are carrying are mundane. They've got the halflings have a couple of daggers and a short sword each.
Take the daggers
Attempt to take, oh my God.
and any sling pouches, and I won't take the quivers, just the arrows only.
Okay. The weapon that is being carried by the orc is like buckled to her arm in a way that you're not going to be able to free
Yeah,
it.
that's fine. That's fine.
But
The other two, surely.
I'm assuming with our perception checks, we still don't see him doing what he's doing.
no, he's invisible too.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
No, but you said that we saw the
We saw the orcs.
rustling, something rustling towards them.
Yes, he was shaking bushes on purpose.
You saw it in my eyes. I could have just cast fairy fire like I did last night.
If that would be up to you, but I'd say that he was pretty far off by the time you noticed. But you got to interrupt me if you're going to go fairy fire Gilbert.
I almost did, but
yeah.
I decided not to.
Okay.
I would have taken it.
Personal growth.
How far away
So
were these?
Gilbert,
Yes.
I mean, they're,
with
Are we still moving?
even with a 26,
Yeah.
you are attempting to steal all the weapons.
Not all the weapons, just all the ones that they have tucked away.
Right.
Not the ones they're holding in their hands.
They're not holding any of them in their hands.
Oh, good.
But you're
unattended.
attempting something that honestly has a DC of 30. So you get about halfway through your pilfering,
Okay.
and one of them notices his dagger moving off of his belt and vanishing. He's like, "Hey, who's that? Who's that?" Pulls out his short sword that he still has remaining. The other guy doesn't have a dagger or a short sword left. The orc also comes to alert status at this point, and this isn't funny. Who goes there? This is a large female orc, but I can't
far
do
away
female
are we?
orc. So,
Yeah, do we hear that?
you guys hear this? Yes.
Oi! I just wave.
There's more over there. Defensive positions.
Wait, what are you talking about?
And they find a little depression
Am I within
in the
30?
ground, and they arrange themselves in it so that the orc is primary defense, and then the halflings are facing off to either side towards your group. Obviously ready for a scrap if one is to happen, knowing they're outnumbered, but still ready to defend
We
themselves.
come in pieces.
One of the halflings pipes up, "Well, whoever's stealing my pieces needs to give them back."
I'm over here. You're over there.
I know, but I assume it's related to you. Now, where are you, sticky fingers?
I'm not saying nothing.
I figured as much.
I got poison spray ready to go.
He's behind you.
I'm gonna get a little bit closer.
Yeah, I'm moving
They
up
allow,
within
you
30.
guys, they allow you guys to approach. They don't take any hostile action, but they are at the ready.
I'm gonna put
There are
my sword away. But
heavy crossbows pointed your way.
I still have my shield, of course. Whoa, hold on. We're new here. Could you tell us exactly where we are, or how to get around?
You are in Syrie. What used to be Syrie. This is the Moorlands. You okay? You gonna die over there? I thought you were gonna die from your soda or
Oh,
something.
no, I
Okay.
didn't. And then it really sounded wrong, so I tried not to laugh and then spit out my soda.
Appreciate
Because
it.
It made it sound like you very boldly said, "You are in sight." Kind of burned my nose a little.
Uh-huh.
So it's not loud, but you know.
So, this is Syrie. It used to be Syrie, now it's the Moorlands. We fought for Syrie, but we now do not have the resources to resettle ourselves anywhere else. So we are looking for valuables where we can find them to set ourselves up with a new life. There's a camp of us up the river a little ways that we were returning to. Now, the first thing that what's that? You're off headed towards the camp.
Oh no, I was going.
Now, the
to-
first thing that needs to happen is we need whoever is playing Sticky Fingers to stop, or else we're going to have some problems. You two will hear this.
I have some.
I pull out 10.
I could give you the boots of speed.
I pull out 10 gold. I don't know what took what here.
I don't.
Need to achieve them.
I like
Would be
as
good.
this was happening. My friend said,
The large.
"Please tell me this doesn't have anything to do with this." I just kind of mumble it.
What do you?
Still in range, like I'm at the edge, but
Okay, so you're saying please don't have this do anything with Gilbert. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying, please tell me that this does not have anything to do with it. And I would have said
Okay.
that a little bit earlier. I was trying to
Okay,
get
no,
that
you're
out,
fine.
but conversation continued.
Yeah, I'd like everybody to get a chance to take a turn. So make sure we're not talking over each other if we can. So to Magrum, however, my name is Callieth, which is very difficult for me as a DM to say. Callieth, and I'm the leader of this group. Where are they? Sorry, just a sec. I have two other names here.
Said that as like as soon as they mentioned it.
if I could silently shrug. Well,
This-
but unfortunately,
This is Daughter Lynn, and this is Grezin. Now, Grezin, I know you liked your knife. Maybe we'll get it back for you. Would you take a share of 10 gold in exchange? Yeah, I guess. It's more useful. Okay. They take the gold. So, thank you for your support. If you come back with us to our camp, we'll gladly show you the way, as well as maybe some tricks for navigating this area. Come this way.
Thank you, gentlemen.
You
I'm a lady, sir.
Y'all look the same to me.
Small talk as we go. My name's Magrum. I love animals. He just starts talking about animals.
so
Not many left, I'm afraid.
What?
Not around here.
you guys you folks said that you're scavenging for valuables, correct?
Indeed.
You're not bandits, are you?
We don't rob people. We look for things that have been left behind by those who are no longer here.
Good. Well, in that case, I think that you deserve to not be robbed as well. And I'll work on getting your things back. Let's go to your camp.
Okay. By the way, this entire journey, we're about 3 hours in to your journeys into the Mournlands at this point. Takes about a further hour to get to the camp. You're able to follow in front, as it were, and arrive 10, 15 minutes ahead, perhaps. You're able to investigate. They've got some meager rations. It is not a place of riches. They haven't found anything really good yet.
okay.
And it
But
looks
now I
like
know
there's
that, so I feel satisfied.
it looks like there's beds and tents, shoddy makeshift, but there are cots, etc., for about 25 or 30 people. Bedrolls on the ground in some cases. There are only a few here, as it looks like most of the camp is out scavenging.
Okay.
This is what passes for daylight around here. So, yes.
Beautiful place, you guys.
No, it isn't. It's horrible.
I know.
Syri used to be a land of beauty and wonder. Would you believe that this was a fertile green valley with a beautiful blue lake that was such a pleasure to swim in? And then the war destroyed it, and then the day of mourning destroyed it even further.
Magrum reaches down to the soil. And is this the lake bed? Are we in what was the lake bed?
No, the lake is to the north.
No.
This was just part of the valley, but I mean, you notice this is basically all mud and stones now. Any trace of life, organic life, is fled or been corrupted into something worse. Most fled.
Do things get corrupted if they stay here for too long?
Things that were here during when the morning happened were more likely to be corrupted. However, even more likely to be destroyed or killed. So most things did not survive the morning at all.
Well,
We were in nearby territory, fighting on the other side of the borders, but we were not welcome to them and fled back to our homeland in spite of its condition.
well, I'm more concerned with what is still out there. So, you mentioned that you were going to help us, maybe teach us a few tricks about how to get around.
So there are a couple different bands of Warforged that are roaming as well around here. One of them seems immediately violent. They are, we believe, working for some sort of warlord or other boss. It seems that they are organized. And then there's another group that has taken up residence in the city of Yalos to the north of here, where there's a mill. Yalos used to be a thriving town, but now this other group of Warforged seem to be hoarding various valuables that they are finding in that location, and so far have not been willing to share any of them with us.
All right.
We do feel that those of us who were born and raised here in Cyrene should have at least some of the spoils to be able to go and resettle. But these Warforged seem to be profoundly against it.
Is it easy to kill a Warforged?
They are mostly like you or I, sir. Maybe a bit tougher in their skin without needing armor on top of it. But besides that, they can be killed or wounded in the normal means. It just was, they were a formidable force to go up against because they were being manufactured as full adult, capable soldiers minutes after they came off the line.
That's not right.
And to be clear, most of them were fighting against us, but we did have some captured mechanisms to build some Warforged and some Colossi of our own.
Well, they marked a certain way, so we don't attack them.
The ones that seem to be organized have a large sword shape emblazoned upon one side of their face.
How long have we been talking with them in this area?
We've mostly been avoiding each other.
No, how long have the group been talking to?
Oh, you guys took about an hour, another beer and a water glass.
Another beer and water.
Yep.
I had a ritual that I wanted to cast.
Okay. So you guys got to the camp after about an hour of walking, and then you've been at the camp at this point probably about 15 minutes.
So I wanted to cast Commune with Nature.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Could you read me the description?
Just
Within
hear,
3 miles,
hear wailing and screaming.
I get 3 facts from the list. So,
Yeah. What's the list? Give me the short version of the list if you can.
the ones that I was asking about were location of one challenge rating 10 plus creature, DM's choice that is a celestial, an elemental, fey, fiend, or undead.
None of those.
The most prevalent kind of beast, mineral, or plant, going with beast.
There is something that reminds you of a bear, but it's different than you've ever run into before.
And then the last one I was going to do is the location of bodies of water.
There is a large lake to the north, as well as the river that feeds it from the north and then goes to the south.
Yeah, and as soon as we got to the camp, I snap my finger and my owl pops up. I get reddish and blue owl, and I'm going to send him up, or send her up to go just kind of scout around.
Okay.
I put my hand on Magram's shoulder and I say, I'm going dark. Lead me wherever we go.
Okay. The owl is able to skim across the ground, basically, to get the best vision possible. Roll me a perception check for your owl. Disadvantage.
Okay. 6.
Doesn't find much interest.
She's just gonna fly around and just check things out.
Do you tell us what you got?
Yes, I would have.
If
That's
somebody lights off a flare, it'll notice, but that's about it.
Okay, right. Right.
what about the funny bears you hear about?
Oh, the bays bears. They can be quite formidable. And the DM doesn't have the stat block pulled up right now.
Thank God I love animals.
Please hold.
I'll call it Juniper. It will befriend us.
Oh, wait, hold on. So, he's looking up something. I learned something for us. Wait, Africans, you can get a stable. That's not enough of a stable, you can get a magical creature. That includes owls, basically. So, if we can build that,
We can bring Juniper
bring
back.
back Juniper.
Transport across plains.
Technically, mine is a.
Oh, you guys are going to kill me.
It's like the dog.
Gilbert, are you around?
No, believe it, it's possible.
Actually,
Either wood, the lots of
That's right.
your invisibility only would have lasted for an hour.
Oh yeah, it's still stepping.
Right. And it's all lightly obscured, so you can do that anywhere.
Pretty much, yeah.
So I am still going to call for your name, though, once I step away from everybody else.
Sure.
So don't scroll, but she describes this to you.
Oh, so pretty. I mean,
Oh, just
I bet it loves scritches.
Gilbert, give their stuff back.
Sorry, this came out your phone.
Okay.
That looks like
This would be a great time to be a blind hermit.
It's terrifying looking.
beautiful, no matter what they say.
Right.
Just hand it to me if you need to.
No, I've got it covered.
Good.
I'll, for time's sake, I'm going to do the short version of it, if you guys wouldn't mind. She will ask you once you guys have all arrived. So, you said you were going to try to return our items.
Yes, as I mentioned, I'm working on it. I know that sounds a bit strange, but just trust me. They'll show up when they do. I won't apologize for myself. I just apologize that it didn't get done. And we'll have to leave it there. Yes.
An odd group, that's for sure.
Just
So,
trust me.
do the items reappear somewhere, or
In the big rolls, I figure they're going to be in back to wherever there it is, and they'll just be around their camp and place.
Okay.
Find them in the next day or two.
yeah? So for the next, it's a good roll. For the next 3 days, they're finding things randomly placed around the camp. It's basically an Easter egg hunt for their own friends.
Right there.
Yep, perfect. All right.
Put on a boot with a dagger in it.
Yeah.
Like it's a spider.
Hopefully, point down.
Yes.
How long are we hanging out here?
No,
You guys can hang out here as long as you wish.
it's just that they're still finding them days later.
Yeah. Well, I was just thinking about
So you guys so far have been here about a half hour at this point.
since I realized my broom isn't very handy, I might swap.
Here, timid.
Yeah.
You guys want to take a short rest? Here, feel free.
We're not on any sort of time limit as far as I'm aware. So
Well, it's just the guy who's trying to destroy the multiverse, but you don't let
Yeah.
that bother you.
Yeah.
excuse me.
Yeah, I'm
I
swapping
wish I had an NPC that I could have channeled that through, but I don't.
the necklace of
We haven't played
adaptation.
hairs yet.
No. The plan is to just
Necklace of adaptation now, Magnus?
go on.
Broom is put away.
Yeah.
Certainly.
Just looking around, see if anything else is changing for anyone. All right.
No, I actually only bought 4 attunable items, so I'm good.
All right.
Well,
Oh, that's right. You're gonna do 4 now.
yes, you can.
Oh, that's so good.
Rogues and artificers. I'm gonna ask the orc while we're resting. So, we're actually looking for something in particular. Again, can't go into too many details. Is there anywhere around here that probably hasn't been rifled through yet? Someplace that probably holds something powerful or special,
Well, you can search what kind of powerful, especially
magical
looking for.
power.
What is the funny
Describe
stone?
what you're looking for.
Funny stone.
Funny stone.
Random.
Yeah. That,
To describe a docent,
Oh, that's right. Okay. Sorry, I figured that
you have a description. Yes.
Okay. So in that case, I'm not going to be quite bad because I was avoiding describing the staff. Okay, then yes. Yes, we're actually looking for a docent, a powerful.
Well, the colossi were powered by docents. Their brains, as they were docents. So I would say that searching their corpses might be a good way to find one. It's possible that the Warforged scavengers in Yalos may have found them as well.
And they were the ones that were in the town I know.
To the north, mill, yes.
Okay. So you don't know which colossi have already been picked through?
No, we generally don't go through that. We're looking for smaller, more mundane treasures.
Okay, thank you.
Betty's back on my shoulder. I gave up on her just flying around in circles.
Yeah, she was just.
Yeah. She was cross-eyed. She was just going around in circles and didn't know what the hell was going on.
Yep.
All right, so
In fact, she came back and she literally was cross-eyed.
Right.
what is the funny thing on your arm? The fork.
Yeah, she flies over. She's on your shoulder now. I know you're missing. The.
This is a little invention of my own. Something that allows me to throw things very strongly, very powerfully, and very accurately. But it only works for me.
How can we get one?
Years of study, young man, years of study. She describes a little bit of it, and anybody who has run up against an artificer recognizes that this person is describing the skills needed to be an artificer.
Okay.
Can you try throwing this? And the stick.
In any
Just a regular stick? Yeah. Certainly. She loads the stick into it. Boom! And it flies about 300 feet extremely fast with some sort of projectile behind it. But yeah,
It's like a pinball machine.
you
Got
run
a
after
spring on the back.
Oh, there he goes.
He'll be back. Go.
I just look around. I'm just smiling. I'm like, I missed you guys.
Give me a survival check.
Net 2 for a total of 7.
So yeah, after about 10 minutes, you guys do hear how do you signal that you don't know where everybody else is because you're lost?
Do we hear a dog yet? Do we hear
Do you whine, or how would you be signaling that you're lost?
Yep.
I would just be calling out, hello? Where everybody go?
How far did you run off?
It's about 300 feet away.
Oh shit! I can't message him.
There goes Mac.
I pull the wire out of my pocket. I go, Max. Where you at, Max? Max.
Okay.
Oh,
Mac runs out that
All right,
direction.
give me a survival check just for grins.
Max.
The shows are sometimes funny. Might as well.
20, 30.
Okay, so yeah, you're able to run part way and then holler to him, get him on the right course back to you, bring him back to camera.
Want to note that it's a different stick.
Of course. Is it a log?
Yeah, it's like a piece of prickly bush or something like that. Dead prickly bush.
All right, so we have
You
two
got a
options.
toothbrush now.
We can either just go to
Aside from journal from last week, I have a copy of it now for my scriptorium too.
Oh, the Decipher Journal?
I made a copy.
Okay.
there's
Cool. You should get one.
there's a bunch of colossi around that we could go to, or we could just go to the town in the north with the mill and talk to them if they want to talk and see if they have one or if they know where one might be.
Let's go to the first place. Is it closer?
I would say that the colossi, there looks to be a colossi just across the river that collapsed that you guys saw.
There's one nearby that's probably.
Yeah, there's one that's sort of on the way.
In fact, I don't really need a short rest. I could just pop over that one.
I'd like to ask them: is it possible to
Are you
cross?
going to separate from the party?
I was thinking about it.
Are you still invisible?
You might get lost.
Okay.
I would just like to ask: is it
Before you
possible to
leave,
cross
before
the
you
river?
leave, say, I'll tell you. I've got
What?
a message.
It's not going to be.
Try
A
to
mess.
stay
Okay, I was just I wanted their opinion on it.
So if I can get a
Yes,
hold of
the river is quite calm. There are many places you can fall into.
No creatures we should worry about.
No.
Yeah, go ahead and
And you
send
can
it to me. And if I hear it, I'll
place you can walk right across.
Gotcha.
All right.
Okay.
Are you staying with the party, please?
Sure. But only because I got distracted discussing strategies.
Okay, good.
Also, you might get lost. Survival checks.
What's your point? How is that energy?
We wouldn't know he's missing.
Hey, Rogue's gonna rogue, man.
Yeah.
Rogue's
Yep.
gonna
We'll
rogue.
find him in the next
Find all
campaign.
the best stuff.
If he wasn't doing it, I would be.
All
Let's
right.
just have you roll up a new character.
Hey, his magic item.
He's staying with us. He's not-
So I think we're going to try and go to the Colossus first and then to the
You
town.
take off, I'll go with you.
All right. Looks like we're leading the
Hey,
charge.
before that happens, the party decides to move on. What's that? No, thank you. Please, no. Unless there's a really good reason, let's just not do that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hey, even gets bad. When I joined, it was split into three. It was split into three different groups.
Magnum's view becomes untied, and he goes down to tie it. He looks up, and everyone's gone.
No,
No.
just no. I know I'm supposed to do yes and, but this is in this case it is no and.
Okay.
Look, I didn't go and explore those other two doors without everyone else last time. I was nice. I can't do it forever.
All right.
Really wanted to.
Who's helping the survival check to get to the Colossi?
I still got the +6, so I'll
All
stay up
right,
front.
go ahead and roll it.
Which dice?
I can do the help action by scouting.
That equates to an 8.
An 8.
That was mine.
No, it was mine.
Did you
Mine
lose
just
it?
made a weird noise, but it didn't fall off the table. Oh, you didn't lose one. Okay.
It's shiny and red. If you shine a light, it's easy to find in the dark.
I felt it. It was heavy.
Yeah.
So how far is the
Oh, it's a
Colossi
proper
from us?
metal die.
You think it's probably an hour away.
Okay.
We're
Why don't
here.
we go ahead?
We're going there.
Okay.
However, after 3 hours of travel, flip over the map.
Huh?
Oh shit.
Not that map.
It's blank. It's blank.
We're back in the astral plane.
Oh shit.
Not again. Alright, it's cool.
Yeah. Giggity.
Which side?
Does that say
You
3?
guys are coming from that side.
Oh, ridge.
I assume
Okay.
that.
Cool. Cool.
For the record, I do stay ahead of the party.
No,
so I'm somewhere in the middle.
Betty. Oh, is that what we're doing?
And I am stealth. I have advantage, right?
I'm
I
up.
should have let you
I'm up
borrow
here.
my broom.
I'm up here by
Just, like
Magnum,
ride it in front of us like a rope.
and then
I'd be able to change
Wait.
it. I can only.
okay. Well, I'm.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm
You know
not-
what?
Oh, you got all 4.
Oh, okay.
I'm in the middle somewhere.
Yeah.
partly because of the Gem of Seeing and the Necklace of Redemption we picked up. I had to put them on.
So Magnum's walking backwards at this point.
Right next to the bush. Right behind him.
Don't worry.
Right in front of the other guy. Michael.
Oh goodness.
So does it 22 let you see them early?
Nope, not in the bush. Next to it. Okay.
Looking.
Yep. So these guys, by the way, you can't see them yet. They are under full cover. You see this one guy standing back here.
Would my net 20 perception for a 30 total see them?
Was disadvantage?
Nope. That's a natural one. I have lucky. I can reroll it. 19.
So with a 19, you see the one guy because the other 4 are under total cover.
Okay.
So they're behind these. These are very large bushes that are about 15 feet tall. and very dense foliage, so you can't really see through them at all.
Okay.
Also, looks like there's thorns, so you don't want to try to go through them. Gilbert,
I assume I see them. I pass it.
you see the guy in the front.
Yeah,
that's
so
out.
I
That's
go
there.
invisible and I stay ahead and I'm just walking through the middle. I'm aware I don't know these two.
Moving up.
So once you
You
get
don't know he's there.
When I'm moving up, just get within range.
once you
In case
get
it pops up.
even with them, you're
Yeah.
able to see them.
Yes, and I've used another charge of invisibility,
Yep.
of course.
Got it. All right. Anybody else doing anything else at this stage?
Well, I mean, Agram's kind of hanging out front with him. So
Okay.
I'm moving up within 30 feet.
yeah, is he? Do we see him holding the sword?
This guy in the back notices you all coming up. He says, "Halt! You must pay a toll to pass."
I'm all about paying money today.
Oh, where's their chest? They got to keep their toll money somewhere.
Coin purses?
We'll get to that.
Okay, but that's what I'm looking for. They can deal with that.
All right. As you look for a chest, so far you haven't found one.
God damn it.
So
I messaged. What's up? What do you got there, little man?
he starts walking towards. In fact, go ahead and move him up so that he's like within 5 feet of him.
Of Gilbert.
Gilbert. 5 more forward. 5 more forward. All right. He says, whoever is in charge of your purse, please bring 200 gold.
That would be me, I say, while my dagger's pointing right up at his balls from behind.
You're invisible.
I'm invisible. It's not an attack, but he can feel that dagger.
Do you use the Nick property?
Everyone roll initiative.
Sorry, but I had to. He was right there.
It's okay.
Uh,
It was going to pop one way or the other.
Yep.
I gotta take a
Because
hit.
above the table, the toll thing, totally a pretense. They're going to kill you all and take everything.
I was
I
gonna.
was gonna walk up and I was gonna poison spray him. That's why I was trying to get.
I was gonna
in.
counter
You
with
do
five.
notice, by the way, he has only a blade emblazoned on the side of his face.
Those are
Absolutely. I'm still picking his pocket while I'm doing this because that's a bonus action. Just to start the fight.
We'll get there. All right. So let me roll initiative for my guys.
Sorry, but I couldn't help it. He's perfectly positioned for a.
Did you move up again?
Yeah, I moved up. I was getting ready to talk to him and tell him that they would have been smart to just put their weapons down and let us pass. I was totally gonna pull a Caduceus and be like, "Hey, you guys don't work."
For someone with 15 AC, you sure seem to want to get very far away from the rest of your
I
party.
was trying to smooth it over so that nobody died
But
until it was time for them to happen.
Moving on. All right. Anybody above 20?
Do that when you're next to me.
I got shield.
23 again.
26.
21. They have a 16 AC now, but with that clothing.
All right. Let's not throw random numbers around while the DM's trying to do initiative.
That is right. I hear you.
Okay. Anybody else above 20? 15 to 20.
Dirty.
18.
Dirty 20.
I rolled 2 18s.
Sorry. 19, 18.
15.
That's still.
Did you roll over?
Sorry.
Yeah.
what-
26.
Yeah.
Back to that 19.
You're 19. Okay.
Did you want to switch this thing? Choose what?
Only because, I mean, yes, I do, because I'm still invisible. This guy's going to try and hit me no matter what, so.
He has to learn so he can switch initiative.
Yeah, so you'll go on 15, I'll go on whatever you were. And then once everyone, I'll go last.
done.
Once everyone's had their turn, I'll reveal myself. That's
My
the
power
plan.
was out this morning, so I was like using the counter to make coffee.
I'm just going to go straight for a knockout. Although he's probably got boots.
You said Gilbert was 15?
And Samson.
No. Knockouts. I sacrifice 66, and he rolls a con check and passes out. Yeah. We'll see how it goes.
You're gonna blackjack him.
So,
And obscure means I don't lose stealth.
All right.
well, look, you got 20, right?
So who's going 15?
I guess I am.
You're 15? Okay.
Yeah. What was yours?
Ellie?
I'm 15.
Oh, is that a... Okay.
So at 14, we have Gilbert.
I'll still go after.
Okay.
What'd you have?
Anybody left?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
That's everybody.
No, the only thing left is to surgery.
Cool. All right, give me one moment to get my folks up here.
Right, you said this was writing the magnet.
Yeah. No, she's on my. Well, once this happened, she popped back.
All right, Sal, lead us off.
Or she's flying up there.
So we don't see any of the hidden guys.
Nope,
All right. That's fine.
you don't. Unless you move up far enough.
Two,
But you don't need to.
3, 4. All right. I can get easily in range of
You
them.
see that there are people behind the bush now. You see one, two of them.
There's more here.
All right, somebody actually said something about
What's? Can you describe the leader?
Look like they're warforged. They have a blade on the side of their face. They have other flashes of white paint on them. They have a blade that's built into their arm that seems to be extended, as well as
So chances
some
are
Like a bayonet.
mechanism on the other side, on the other arm that looks like it might be related to a crossbow.
So I got a bayonet on one arm and a four-arm crossbow.
The short sword for the scouts. The lieutenant has a long sword coming out of his arm.
Okay,
All right.
interesting.
Very tempted to just use my sleight of hand to shoot the crossbow in the ground.
Except their arm on.
I'm a little guy.
Oh, that's
I'm a little guy.
you are.
I only have a strength of 8.
What's your depth?
Hey, you know what? I do go.
Oh no!
My strength's 8 too.
Oh.
I'll go.
You punch him, he's going to go flying.
You're right up there. With, what's your?
There you go.
25. Yeah, because you got something.
Yeah, so you're gonna attack the lieutenant?
Oh yeah. Can I get one?
Yes. But for my first attack, I'm going to use my Gilbert's. No, wait, no. That's going to reveal you. I'm not going to do that.
I don't want to be revealed before their attacks, thanks.
Yes.
I was hoping to get a really low initiative.
Okay, yeah, I'm just going to swing at him. Keep it simple.
Okay.
Does an 18 hit?
An 18 will hit.
All right. This. I assume you don't need the fire damage separate.
No.
Okay. Wanted to.
17.
7. Got it. Ah.
I'll hit him again.
Feel free, I can always use some check.
28.
28. Yep.
I'll give it.
I really don't need the
16 points of damage.
Everything I do
Well,
is
if you were her, I'm going to give it to. If I'm going to use it,
And
yeah.
one more time. Another 18.
Yep.
Mostly I just sit back and let these two do all the work. And, yeah. Big pockets.
18 points.
I think it's the first time I've been aggressive.
So we did 17, 16, and 18.
Yes.
well, if you wouldn't have done it, I would. Because my stuff, I got plus 13. So I'm pretty fucking dope as well. They start trading.
I managed to 16 at the level up.
51 points of damage in your first
Holy-
sets of attacks.
Yes.
Attaboy.
All right. And yeah, I am going to bonus action evasive footwork.
Okay.
AC of 30.
Okay.
That's my turn. No, I'll stay there. I don't need to step.
Bagram.
You're close enough to give me something without trying it out.
Before I forget, does anyone know what the rage table is for 13?
Ranged hit? What?
The rage
Rage.
table.
Rage.
Oh, here.
The gym should still be 3. You should have 5 charges.
Yeah, still 3 though. Plus 3. Okay, the bonus. Sorry.
Oh,
Got it.
doesn't scale up a little.
It's level 16, I think, that goes up to 4.
Yep.
And then it's
Nasty, nasty, thorny, sharp bushes. People can push. Just throw them all in.
Noted. Yeah, so I'm gonna range, and I'm gonna give you hit points.
Nice.
You get 10. I can move up to half my movement when I rage.
Okay.
This is the pounce. So I'm gonna walk right up to that. Run. Right up to this. Is that bush on the?
If you're in the bush, you're not going to like it.
Yeah, I was stuck in one for a long
You
time.
can go through me.
It's just a tiny.
Can I get around it?
If it's just a tiny sliver, that's fine.
Okay. And I'm over there.
No, yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Just rage right through it, baby.
Right up on it.
You can end this fight by just throwing it.
This one.
Don't share.
That'll be. This, I want to say it's 17. Sorry, hang on.
17 against the lieutenant. That will hit.
Okay, good. Come on.
Oh, such a low AC.
Yeah, 17. And then.
There we go.
Nice. So that'd be 16 points of damage
Okay.
with his glaive of sharpness. He's going to do it again. It'll be 13 that time.
Okay.
13 miss.
Misses, yes, sorry.
And I can use the pole arm strike off the first one, or how does that work? Off the first one, since I hit him on the first one.
Well, you can use it. It's a bonus action to use.
Well, I know, but I have to hit him, right?
You hit him once.
Okay.
You You're raged. Just bonus action.
Yeah, bonus action.
Oh, yep,
Yep, you did.
yep. Thank you.
Good.
It doesn't count as neck.
And
It's a
then
different thing.
you've already announced that.
The butt stroke
Right.
was a Nick.
You've already announced that there's more.
Yes. Yes.
4 total. Or 5 total. Yeah, I'll just say 4.
Yeah, because you would totally not
Yeah.
have the right
I
amount.
wouldn't count the guy in front of me.
Okay. All right. Anything else, Magam? That it?
Um,
Oh yeah. Are you doing anything with your trident?
it's glaive on this
For
one.
glaive?
Oh yeah. I would have sacked you slow.
All right. Set the slug.
It's grace. Good.
Okay. Oh, on your
Did
miss.
miss the second one.
Yeah.
So you get your proficiency bonus plus your rage damage.
Yep.
So that's going to be 7 or 8.
What's your
Eight.
What's your strength modifier, Magam?
Strength is, I want to say it's 8.
No, modifier. Plus,
Yeah. Shit.
are you? Is your strength 20 plus 5?
Plus 3, sorry.
Plus 3,
Plus 3.
and then plus 3 on the rage damage,
Yeah,
so 6.
6. Down again.
Okay.
Oh, it is ability.
Plus 3? I thought it was plus your proficiency.
No. I was thinking that too. That's something else.
No, not the grace.
Yeah. Raise his ability score.
Mm-hmm. It is a. You should have hit. You should have done nothing, but you did something. So, all right. That's pretty good damage on the first round against him. He is not yet at all bloody. Lilith, your turn.
I'm going to I already had my book out.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Moves forward 30. And I let's see. These are bad guys.
Yes. So far, your book can only see the one.
Okay.
And sorry.
Is that all the movement for your book?
I was too close. I didn't want to be ending.
But you can drop the book.
Yeah.
Good. Drop
I've
it.
got a couple of area effects that
Go for
I
it.
could
I'm always invisible in the way.
I assumed you did. It's like you have to. If
I thought it was unless you use the spell slot.
So
I had a ring of evasion that I didn't bother bringing.
Oh, yeah. I should probably.
total sin did.
Oh no, that would be right.
You're fine.
I've got my 4. I'm not putting down my skin.
Or we can retcon it so that your book wasn't top already.
Use magic. use magic item means I can cast scrolls.
Does you have a list of anything after that?
And I have a plus 11, so I can't fail. And I get an extra gem of so gem of seeing, striding response.
Rogues aren't already open.
Yeah, this is a death
Yeah.
because at some point someone's going to try and poison me.
Right on that, because honestly, I
You're good.
I can
I've got a plus.
dance about
What?
within 60.
No,
Oh, okay.
I've got a plus 11 saving throw. So,
Yeah, you can put it pretty much wherever you like.
yeah.
Past the bushes.
Okay. You see all 5?
Okay.
By the way, this rocky ridge over here is 15 or 20 feet high. It is definitely looks like difficult terrain. This cliff over here is about 40 feet high.
And both of these are bushes, and they're if we go through them, they're rough.
You said it's a bad time.
It's a bad time.
It's gonna be a bad time.
Gotcha.
Thorny, painful gutters.
Gotcha. I don't plan on.
I'm going to.
I don't plan on getting any closer than I am right now.
Above the table, I'm going to treat them as plant growth.
Nice.
Ooh. Okay.
I was hoping something I could use evasion with and just slip through.
Even though the pixie with my strength score and my sword, would I be able to hurt people? Very
We'll certainly find out.
okay.
I,
All right, what do we got, Lilith?
yeah. I'm going to cast I'm going to have my book go up and cast through the book, shocking grasp
Okay.
on this guy that's closest to me.
All right, cool.
That's
Roll to attack.
21.
Hits. Damage.
Not great. 10 points of lightning damage, and it cannot make opportunity attacks
Got it.
until the start of its next turn,
All right.
which is probably soon. So that's
Anything else? Is that your economy?
yep.
All right, Max.
All right, activate max attack damage. 1, 2, 3,
Wolf Rage on. Got it.
4, and I will be taking an opportunity attack from the main guy.
Okay.
While I'm going past him.
We'll go ahead and let him swing at you. Does a 15 hit?
No.
Okay. Misses.
Starting off with a regular reckless against this one.
Okay.
A 30 hit.
That's a 15.
For 20 damage.
20 damage.
5 of that
Okay.
being fire, if that matters.
No.
And then I will be brutal attacking the other one.
Okay.
That is 15 to hit.
15 does not hit.
That is,
That's max.
and this one's also savage.
Okay. All right. It is now Show's turn.
Right.
Mine?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna scoot my little ass right over here, and I'm gonna.
This is full cover.
By the way,
Yes.
we're only down to 18 on the initiative
Before-
so far, so
Before Betty's gonna come over and give
I
the
give you
help action.
inspiration last time.
To the rest of them, I'm at 15.
Go ahead. Betty flies over and gives the help action. And I'm going to cast 5th level Fireball.
Where?
Wait.
Yeah.
Right here. Sorry.
On-
That's what I was.
On our barbarian?
He's got a deck saving throw. He's got advantage on that.
And so where are you?
I'm gonna. If I can, I'll do it to where it doesn't
You
hit
don't
him.
necessarily know those two guys are right there.
I don't.
You can't see through the bush.
Oh shit. Well, where can I?
You know
Can I
he's
only see him then?
Yes.
You can only see him.
Okay.
But you know there's other guys back there. You
Okay.
maybe could have done something to get better view.
Okay. Well, did I see Max run over here?
I would say yes. You
Okay.
vaguely
Then I know that there's guys there.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Then I'm gonna do that. It's gonna be this way.
All right.
So. And that is.
And
Wait, it's just a deck. It's just a deck save.
deck save.
Yeah, deck save 20.
All right.
Max, I think you got to roll a deck save.
Yeah, so we like bottom that.
Yeah. Dex with advantage. So that's a failure,
You see,
a success, and a success. So the lieutenant
It's 18 points to
stumbles a
whoever.
little bit. Is that failure?
18 points is total, 9 to whoever saves.
Okay.
If I could do it to where it doesn't hit him and just have it.
No.
Well, this is a cliffside. It's just a wall.
Well, and also without being able to see exactly where he went,
I'm just throwing it in an area. Okay.
you're guessing.
Okay.
It's not gonna. Yeah.
Okay.
And it was
Am I far enough away that I have to roll?
18 and 9, right?
18 and 9.
Because if he's turning back
Yeah.
here,
And then with my bonus action,
I'm gonna say you're fine because you could see that guy
Yeah.
to just get him without getting the rest of the party.
and with my bonus action, I'm going to give Bardic Inspiration and Magma.
All right.
I'm going to be like, get him, big fella. Come on now, let's end this quick.
What die is that?
10.
10. Okay. And that is those two guys.
Yep. 20-foot radius.
And I'm just going to stay right where. Actually, I'm going to move this way a little bit so I can be more in the center.
Got it.
that's where he pointed. If he pointed over that way, yeah.
All right. So now it's this guy's turn.
I rolled really
I want to say I rolled that.
So, what do we have here? We have two of them engaged with Max. We'll start with them. The ones that are you're already next to are going to go ahead and attack you.
the
That
first,
one's sapped.
but
Straight roll. Does a 20 hit?
get that. You got
just hit.
Okay. That will be 12 points of slashing damage, half to 6. Its next two attacks are not going to be sapped, correct?
Right. With another advantage.
Crit? Actually, shit. Give me the picture. I double crit.
Did you double it?
Oh, shit.
That's the second time, third time.
I've
You've done it twice.
Yeah, he didn't do that one time the whole first.
now, unfortunately, I double crit on one advantage roll.
Oh,
So it's not as good for me as it might be, but I got a
still is
crit.
nice. It's still nice.
The next one's 19 and a 1, so that'll also hit. So that is another 6 after having. And then the crit is going to be 5.
It was only 18 points because I only rolled 8 instead of 10 died.
No, I've got math I got to do here. 14 plus 1. 19 half to 8 for the second one.
Have to know.
Half to 9, because that's better math. Yes. All right. The other guy is going to make 3 advantage attacks against you.
Which other guy? That's still over there? Okay.
Yeah.
Hit.
I don't think anyone's coming after you. Maybe.
Hit.
Well, I know that.
Miss. So take 6 twice more.
Then 20.
All right. That's those two. The ones looking at the glowing book are just kind of confused by it.
Megan?
Well, whenever.
Their turn started.
I know, but are you doing all of them at the same time?
Yep, all the scouts.
So, yeah.
So all
Oh,
those
you're
with
doing
red
it.
cloaks.
Okay.
Yep. They see you looking formidably defensive. I'm going to say they have some clue that you're formidably defensive.
You can't use that as an excuse to not attack.
You're evasively footworking actively right now.
Yes.
Aggressively dancing at them.
And you're carrying 2 shields.
Oh, Sally, 2 shields.
All right, each one of them is going to take 1 blow against you.
Thank
but have them both slide behind, so between Magrum and you and the party there. Yep. So
Does the
Wait
book
for
get
me.
an opportunity
Two-
attack?
Wait for me.
Yes, they go past? No.
okay. That is a chance for you to get double sneak attack this round.
We just want to reveal himself and not the lieutenant attack.
These two have not gone yet.
They just did.
Sorry?
They just hit max.
Yeah,
Well, they did do. So it's just the leader left.
Yeah, yes. And then the lieutenant will go. I'm going to just let you know he's at the end of initiative.
Yeah. So that's fine. Yeah, I'll take it. If
Okay, so-
they've already gone, I didn't want to reveal before they move.
So yeah, all the scouts are going. So yeah, go ahead as the scouts run by. I'll have you attack number 1.
16. That's 3. So 26
Hits. And because he is in melee with one of your allies, sneak attack.
Also, he has advantage. So
Also, you have that advantage. Sure.
Nice. Little.
It sounds really good. I like it.
Everything's still.
it's
That was cool.
That dice was bricked in.
not attack because I have high AC. It's the same thing happens in video games when you like buff your defense or whatever, and enemies know that you're not going to take damage even though they're not supposed to, so they just don't attack you. So it's like, why do they even do this? It's like I'm making myself invisible.
You
37.
Yep. 37.
Yep.
All right.
Ouch.
That was just a reaction.
That was just my reaction. I haven't got my action yet. I don't
All right.
think-
So let's keep going here. So one each takes an attack at Sal. They don't have. Oh wait, they do have. I forgot. They have pack tactics. So
Shit.
they get advantage on their attack against Sal at least.
Okay. Is it roll a 20 or miss?
It's roll a 20 or miss. Yes.
Oh, for the record, that's
a
my
miss?
offhand dagger. Just
Okay.
and I'm ready to stab up.
Are you using your flame tongue short sword?
Oh, you could have used your main and then also had your main ready for the next attack.
I know, but it's still nestled in the groin of this fellow in front of me.
I did not crit. I used all my crits on Max apparently.
Say that now.
Neither one hits you with their 2 attacks. Magrum, there are now going to be 4 attacks coming at you.
Protection.
Protection.
What does that do?
So that makes them straight rolls instead of advantage.
4 straight rolls instead of 4 advantage.
Right, 16's number.
That is a 1 and a 6, so those are nopes. That, on the other hand, is a 20 and a 22.
Oh.
So take 12 points each, halved to 6 points each. So that's a total of 12 points of damage to you.
It doesn't even break your 10 hit points.
Nope.
It doesn't even break your 10 hit points. Awesome. All right, that is the scouts' turns. Ellie.
I have to get used to that.
You change it, you got to deal with it.
I chose it, but that doesn't mean
Ellie.
Come on. What do you got?
It will avert you.
What?
I don't think I tell you.
No, you can't. No PvP allowed in Adventure
It's
League.
not PvP. It's
Moving on, what are you doing?
establishing boundaries.
Moving on, what are you doing on your turn?
All right. How's the main guy looking?
Fine.
And I don't know that you have an invisible set of something attached to his body.
He's warforged. I'm going to be pissed at him.
Actually, he is now visible with a dagger in his hooch.
Yeah.
And is invisibly broke.
However, I would
Yeah,
argue,
he's visible.
I would argue actually.
So what are you doing?
The thing that I always one thing that my crazy aunt always taught me
Okay.
is always take down the biggest and strongest guy in the room first.
Okay.
So that's what I'm going to do.
Right there. Right there.
I'm just a normal. Sal will be like 6 foot. He's not. It's not that big.
Oh yeah.
Cute. He has a mark of friendship on his shield. He actually did put the little.
Did he? Nice.
Yeah, the butterfly. I see it.
Oh.
On both.
Aw.
That, like the biggest and strongest does not always equate to size.
That's what I keep telling the ladies, but they don't always believe me.
All right. That the lieutenant definitely looks like he's the one in charge.
I'm gonna kill him first.
And he's taken, by the way, almost 90 points of damage and is not bloody.
Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to pop back a die and main stealth.
Alright, I'm gonna hope that this one hits because that's my scimitar.
Are you flying up on him?
So that's a 20.
You're flying up on him?
No. Yes. Sorry, that's a 28.
28 hits.
Where do you want to be? Here?
You know
Can
what?
literally go anywhere,
I
yeah.
could literally go anywhere. I could go behind him and then I'm gonna hit him.
Say again?
No, stand next to me so I can protect you, please.
Yeah, that's a fake call, actually.
Okay.
You are going to...
So 28
Okay, so 28.
hits. Damage.
So that is
40 from you. You need to
6 damage for that one.
Okay.
But I have Nick, so I'm able to immediately
All I
follow
gotta do is
him.
move over.
Yeah,
You also have
Okay.
2 attacks.
I know, so I have
Technically
2
see
seconds.
around
It's gonna be 3. And then my swarm gets to attack as well.
Yep. Keep going.
Actually, your swarm doesn't add to the D8. So you
I just
do
rolled
that.
another 28.
Yeah, actually, your swarm does add a d8 to your previous
To your
attack.
first attack.
Yeah, so roll another d8.
It's a D10 actually.
It's
Higher
D10?
level. Higher level.
Okay.
Maybe. Because it was a D6.
I'll allow it.
That adds 6 damage.
6 damage more. Okay, so that's got it.
See?
All right, what was your second attack?
That was another 28.
Got it. Hit.
Roll another 1 on the damage. So that's another 6.
And do you swarm out only once per turn?
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's once per turn.
Yeah, one, yeah.
So, like, you know, my scimitar and like dueling.
So how much was that total?
Well, that's a total of 6.
Okay.
And then I get to attack again. Because I get 2 attacks per round. But if I hit him on the first attack, I get the next.
You're juggling scimitars. Got
So then that's a 21.
it. Hits.
I'm actually only using 1 scimitar.
You have to use multiple in order to fit a storm.
Sorry.
So you are juggling scimitars.
Yes.
Quite juggling, but yes. Alright.
It sounds cooler if you're juggling them.
Finally,
All right.
11 damage, and then my swarm gets to attack.
That's
No, the swarm did the D8 damage, but you still get to push.
Problem makes me want 2 attacks, so it's not that I did one.
you're thinking of the Beastmaster.
Damn it, you're right.
Yep.
Because I read about that and I was like, damn. Okay.
Yeah. That
I
was,
have one of those in my other campaign.
I can't push them, and I know that you're standing in front of them, right? So I'm just going to push them right onto the dagger that was holding.
Doesn't work that way.
I tell you
I
what,
love it.
this is a big, nasty, thorny bush.
That is a big, nasty, thorny bush.
And you also move it. You can move him 15 feet horizontally, and your swarm is intangible, so they are not going to get stuck in the bush.
They're very angry.
It's like Fed.
All right, so she attempts to shove him 15 feet into the bush. He goes 5 feet in
Oh,
because this is incredibly dense.
Yep. So he hits it and gets stuck.
However, he takes another 3 points of damage.
Yes.
She left him.
really good.
He looks great.
His outfit is on
Very
point.
dashing and elegant.
He's not quite bloodied,
Damn it, he's still here flipping. Guys, we gotta hit him again.
and you guys have done a total of 120 points of damage to him so far.
So I immediately thought Disney Prince could never
All right. Anything else? Ellie? Anything else?
I don't think I can.
You gotta keep this one moving.
No, I said I don't think I can do anything else.
All right, cool. That brings us to Gilbert.
God damn it!
He's been moved. His gooch has been moved away from the
I'm just like,
dagger.
"Shit, forget that. And I jump after him.
Okay.
You also would get advantage if you attack those ones.
You just follow him.
Oh yeah, I know, but like he was the one I had. I had his gooch in my hand.
I really don't want you to say that again.
Oh man.
You really need to just put that flat on the table,
Yeah, I should, but I don't have anywhere to put the books underneath it.
like where your phone is.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh man, a 19 and an 18.
Those both would have been.
Yeah, they both hit.
Yeah.
I don't need to worry about anything else.
Are you flame tonguing his gooch?
No, I don't have a flame tongue.
Okay,
It's at home. I don't need it.
got it.
Oh, Ratatouille.
Thing you need that down.
10, 20. No, I wasn't. Because I'm not invisible, I'm going to go stealth with my bonus action. That's 30, 40 damage?
40 damage. All right.
Uh-huh.
Now he looks bloody.
I may as well use Nick for the other knife.
Might as well.
Still advantage, right?
Yep.
No, you
No,
don't
not,
have
not advantage.
Okay. 18.
18 will hit.
Yay. Yeah, 3 points of damage.
All right.
I don't have the fighting. I don't add dex to it.
That's an old road.
The neck's only there for when I miss the sneak attack. I will then go crap and jump away. So if he wants to use a
He doesn't have one to use.
cool,
He already used a reaction.
uh,
Somebody ran past him already once.
yeah,
I did, but this turn happened since.
No,
No, it hasn't.
No,
no, he's at the bottom of the
Yeah, he's
initiative.
last.
2, 3, 4, 5,
You hiding behind Max?
6. I land about here.
You would be unable to actually hide there. You could, however, hide behind Max.
So still missed
Be slightly obscured.
Everything's lightly obscured, and we're disadvantaged on perception checks. And I'm a rogue.
True. All right. Go for it. Roll your stealth.
I was also going to bonus action bonus action invisible.
Oh, you're going to bonus action invisible?
Yeah. And,
Well,
and,
then-
al- and also
Then you're
stealth.
Then
Yeah.
you're definitely well. You don't. You're out of actions if you go invisible. You can't also stealth.
You also don't need to go.
Oh, true. I did attack. Yeah.
It,
But yeah,
in
your choice.
2024,
Do-
if you,
do
if
one
you
of the
hide,
other.
you're invisible.
Do one or the other. You're fine. Your choice.
No, I'll go invisible as I jump over. Oh no! Wait. Yeah, I'll just use stealth because I've got advantage on it. It's
Okay.
bad.
It also doesn't use a charge.
Also, by the way, the thing that you guys were talking about earlier does require you to be in 5 feet of an enemy for his commander strike to work. If you wanted to set that.
Oh yeah, I'm running back in.
No. Whenever his turn is, you would have to be within 5 feet of an enemy.
Yeah.
Or have a crossbow or something.
I definitely have crossbows.
Okay. Never mind. I
Yeah.
shouldn't be planning for you guys. You have plenty
And a
of
19 again.
You're giving him ideas.
So 19 stealth. That's
Okay. Good.
natural. Yeah. And then I'm gonna come back in under these guys. I spent 10 feet of movement to jump.
Yeah, I know. It's just within 5 feet. I don't really think the lightly obscured is going to apply.
I
All right. We'll see what happens when we get there.
yeah. I just
You're
because
just hiding behind Max.
I'm a
He's hidden from. He's hiding behind one of. Yes, there's some hiding happening. All right. Moving on. That is.
Right?
Yes, it's finally the lieutenant's turn.
Branches of the tree.
What's that do?
Branches of the tree. DC 16 saving throw.
Okay.
Oh, he's already in the.
Well, I
at this point. Yeah.
Move him again.
Okay. Let's say. What
16 straight.
strength? That is a 17.
No, never mind.
He's a strong guy.
Who would have figured?
He's built for strength, literally. All right. So that's that was all that is. Okay. He is going to first, as
can't make it work.
a bonus action,
You can't hide behind her.
command an ally,
I'm a halfling. I can literally hide in a crowd.
and he's going to command
Yeah, but you
the
don't-
one, actually the branches, I'm going to say he noticed you doing something.
I know.
So he's going to command the one directly behind you to make an attack.
Okay.
He still has protection.
Oh, do you have protection on him still? So that's straight?
It's until my next turn.
Okay. Let me just double check. One melee attack. Yep. Does a... Nope, wrong stat block.
Who this?
20 hits.
Oh,
Okay. So take 6 points after having 6 points of damage.
Okay.
Okay. And then for his actual attacks,
Plus my own gun.
he's going to use his long sword.
But I already used the boots.
And he's going to brace his other hand on his arm.
To two-hand it.
He's got a two-handed long sword attack. So he is going to swing. Actually, he's in that damn bush still, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
No, he's not going to care. He's going to stay in the damn bush. He's going to swing at Magrum 3 times.
Does he only take it? Does he only take damage once? Like when he goes in, he doesn't have to take advantage of it.
If you move through it.
Oh, if he moves out of it, then he
That's
has
how I was trying to.
Yep.
trying to
So,
pull him through.
Yes.
Also,
tactics, but also
because it's plant growth rules, 4x movement to move through the bush.
so I assume he has pack tactics, but you're counting protection still?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's a straight.
Okay. Good.
We had a druid that
Hits.
both ones.
Misses.
Like a refuge.
Hits. So you will take
He's such a
20 damage, half to 10, twice.
Total.
So 20 total. Yep.
That's quite a bit.
All right. That brings us to the top of the initiative finally. Round 1 is over. Yippee! 45 minutes later.
Yes.
And it is Sal's turn.
We're zipping right through. What are you talking about? Zipping right through it.
There's a reason I told you this is going to be a 2
There's a
week.
lot of moving parts going on.
Yeah. This is one of the reasons why it's a 2 week thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna attack him. The lieutenant.
Do they both get opportunity attacks against you?
Oh yeah, they would.
One of them spent their reaction though with the commanding strike.
Did you? Sorry, you moved. Yeah.
Yeah. It has disadvantage. So I'm speedy.
You're speedy. Okay.
Passive part of speedy.
But it also has pack tactics, so it cancels
Mm-hmm.
Does the opportunity attack me when I leave the space or as I'm leaving the space?
as you're leaving the space.
Okay, then sure. Straight roll.
And he does not crit. So moving on.
My AC is 21 now.
Oh, it's only 21. Still doesn't hit. That was a 4.
Cool.
That's
24 to hit.
I'm back.
24 to hit.
24 to hit. Hits.
Okay. This much. I hit for 18.
18 points. Okay.
I'm gonna
Have
attack
you given
again.
your bardic information?
26 to hit.
If you give it to somebody else before you do it?
No, you can give it. You can give it to.
As many
Okay,
as
Just not to him again.
Okay.
Another
right,
13.
right.
Another 13
New bard.
to hit
New
or
bard.
damage.
New
Damage.
bard.
I 26 to hit.
All right. Yep.
Oh, I've been wanting to play with Yeah, I chose the cleric, and then I came in here,
19 to hit.
and then there was already another cleric in the group
Hits.
that I'd already played and ran the cleric. So I was like, if
19
you play
points
it
of damage.
again, I'm gonna be a problem.
19.
Hard to good offer.
Yeah.
Especially
making
because
carry
I'm
one
not
damage.
a bargain.
Sorry. Actually,
So I can raise dead if anyone.
doing it again.
All right.
Good scroll.
Did you go still?
Hold on just a second. I'm still
I was
mad.
gonna say, wow,
All right.
I mean, if you got to
26 to hit.
It just hit.
No, was it just scrolls? So
you have to roll another.
20.
You have to roll another.
20 damage.
Yep.
I just have to
Okay.
beat a DC of 10 plus the
Thank you
level.
for the round number.
Oh, okay.
28 to hit.
Plus 11,
Hits.
I would tell it. So I can't roll this.
Another 20.
So I just thinking about
How do you want to do this?
Your bases are covered. I like that.
Well, I was gonna
Also,
push him with my last attack, so
yeah, I'm gonna call.
I'll say you can push him for free.
well, longsword
It's always good to have
mastery,
something
like 12 to push. So yeah, I'll just
He pushes dead corpse up into the thicket, so it's suspended there.
Yes.
Okay.
You'll have to
can't
sort
loot it.
stuff out after that.
It's harder to loot.
That's fine. We'll get it.
I'm just doing. It's really just
I'm not
vertical,
gonna
so he's
use my
still
mask
he's still in the
tool,
same
it's not
square.
like
Oh, okay. He just moves up.
Yeah. He's now like 5 feet off the ground,
Unless-
suspended in the thorn bush.
Scarecrow.
Yeah.
All right.
Very scarecrow.
Last attack is going to go in. Have either of these guys been hit? No, right? No, one of them's been shot.
One of them has been touched by a fire ball or something.
No, that's those two. These, one of these has been shot.
Yeah, I shot him.
Yes, one of them has been
Shock
shot in
attack
the
one for 40 points.
and actually hit as well.
Oh,
The
right.
shocking grasp one had been hit by something else too.
Yeah, the C attack.
So it's really got the damage stacked on it.
Actually, do you want to?
Yeah, I can hit one of these ones at the back.
All right, cool. I am going to move there, but then as my last attack, I'm going to use my Gilbert strike.
Okay, commanding strike.
Yep. So you make your attack. You add that to your damage when you hit.
Nice. I'm going to sacrifice one of my dice to remain stealth.
But
Okay.
you have to hit first.
Sure. I'm still gonna.
I'm assuming this is going to happen. So
It's
yeah.
with advantage.
And max tactics. Yep.
Yep.
Oh, your turn came since you made your opportunity.
No, it's once per turn.
No. His
Every time-
since
everyone else's turn.
since the last time he did an opportunity attack. Yes.
Yeah, because this does require you to use your reaction.
So I hit because that's a 16. Yeah, they should pick these up before I do it. Actually, you know what? Let's go 10 there. 21, 25, 26,
Down 50.
32, 33. Sorry.
33. Yep, thank you. So 39.
39.
Was it the guy?
Yes, and I sacrificed a d6 to remain stealth. With my 28 of the rolls.
The guy goes, ow! Looks around, doesn't see anything. Okay.
Thank you.
I suppose I need to give the damage back.
It would be nice.
Yeah.
You'll be seeing it plenty, I'm sure.
It is nice to have. I just wish I crit on 19 so I keep rolling with.
He looks almost bloody.
Almost bloody. Wow.
What do you think?
These guys are tough.
That they are.
These are veteran Warforged.
Yeah, no, I'm
We did kill your boss.
I'm just absolutely wailing on his teeth right at the back of it.
There's like oil spurting out of it.
I guess I did use.
Given enough time, he would be drained. But
Yeah,
All right. So next is.
I'm just pissed.
sorry, no, Magram's next.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I got disoriented there.
Which one did you hit?
Me?
That one.
That's
Oh,
what.
that one right there.
That one.
All right. Well, that's the one I was gonna hit now.
Right? It was the first one that went past me. I snuck attack. So it'd be the first one.
Yeah, I don't think it matters, but
Yeah.
Oh, it matters.
well,
me.
if it's left or right, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
which
yeah.
one it is.
No, well, I know which one it is here. So,
Oh.
yeah.
And knowing it's half the battle.
You're going after the more damaged one. Got it.
You get 5 damage.
Which one of those two guys in the middle, by the way, is totally untouched at this point?
Yeah.
Not for long.
Pretty sure this one's untouched.
No, it got fireball.
So barely touched.
It should have at least 3 points of damage because he missed it, right? He did an attack of 1 each.
Well, it was an attack on one each, wasn't it? I put it on the wrong one.
It doesn't matter.
It'll come out in the wash.
I'm gonna brutal strike the one right in front of me.
Okay.
Reckless brutal. And also I have savage attacker now. So. Wow.
You get to choose Savage Attacker after you is that rerolling dice?
No, I get to roll the damage die. Take the higher.
Oh, okay.
Damage tab just reroll on your.
But yeah, you don't have to. You can roll the damage and then decide to do Savage Attacker,
Okay.
just in case it comes up good. Because
So if you see me rolling it twice.
right, you have to take the second roll of Savage Attacker.
No, it says.
Does it say higher?
I think you can take whichever one.
Oh, never mind.
You can choose. Yeah, you can use either roll.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm thinking of something else.
I've never done it before, so maybe it's a new rule. I don't know.
No, it's.
think 2014 might have been slightly different, or there's a different rule I'm thinking of entirely. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, so that's 22 to hit.
22 to hit. That hits. Yeah.
23.
There's a fire
Right.
thing when you. Is there a fire thing you can reroll
So since it's brutal,
once and you have to take it?
it's 2d10.
Yeah, elemental affinity. You can treat ones as twos for a given element.
Yeah. 16 points of damage.
Okay.
And I'm using the Sundering Blow on him since it was a brutal strike. And so whoever goes next gets a +5 to the what is it, attack roll? Attack roll. +5 to the attack roll.
Are you attacking him again?
Yes. Does that count for me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was going to hand it off, but that's fine. 15 to hit.
With the +5?
Oh, yeah, 20.
And you
Hits.
did it reckless.
Yeah. So you still have advantage.
Yeah, so it's
That's not a crit. So you're still fine.
22.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
But always fish for that crit if you're already reckless, for sure.
So that's 10, 13 points the damage on that one.
13 points of damage. Okay, got it.
And then I can do the plug arm again. Full strike, react, or bonus.
This guy is just about bloodied too.
Yeah. I got to roll for that, right?
Yeah, attack.
16.
Hit. Does not hit.
16 doesn't? Nope. Okay.
Nope. The scouts are, I'll tell you at this point, an AC
You
of
rolled out with
18.
advantage. You're still reckless.
Yes, you are still reckless. Thank you.
That's a whole lot better. 20.
Hits.
Yep.
20 anything hits. Yep.
So that's a D4 on that one. 7.
7 more points of damage. Got it.
Get him.
Roll rating now. Got it.
It's hard to keep track of all that shit.
Yeah.
Well, this is, I mean, wait till we get tier 4, boys. I mean, all right. Here we go. Next up is Nova.
No.
To be Lilith.
Lilith is
Yep, I can't read.
Lilith Max, then me.
Wrong M name. Lilith, your turn. Sorry. Should have called you out as on deck. Max will be on deck.
Alright. I'm going to trying to figure out I've got kind of into
Sorry, say again.
sorry, my boat is gonna move kind of into her. Sorry, but it can
Okay.
occupy the same space.
That's fine. Yep.
And I'm going to cast again through the book a lightning bolt.
Okay, so you're lined up on the two guys with green heads?
Yes.
Got it. Okay. Allow it? Yep.
I am in line with that, but it's okay.
I'd say that you can line that up. No problem.
Yeah, they're much taller than me.
Yes.
Um,
Plus, your book can be anywhere, so you're fine.
yeah. Am I going to hit
No.
up? Okay.
If you go high, you're going to hit the bird.
Yeah, I was worried about it.
Aim low.
Well, I'm going to say you can graze the front half of both of them, so also
Okay.
avoid the bird.
Bird can also just fly away. It says fly by.
Well, it has
would-
not.
would- Yeah, it would have.
When I did the
I
shot,
was doing it in fact, you have an advantage on the.
Flybys only if he's flying by somebody.
And attacks.
Yeah, and
Okay.
if she's flying by somebody,
There-
an opportunity.
And I would say throughout this fight, you haven't seen fire
That's
or anything
nothing. She
else
can still
damage
get
them more.
Okay.
Because it happened.
Or less.
It happened
Okay.
in our
Just
the first session,
on
first game.
If it has flyby, it doesn't
to
provoke.
make
No,
this necrotic
flyby
damage
is
into
whenever
a
she's
blade.
traveling by.
Lightning bolt.
If there's an
So glad you
attack,
came up with that
he
name last
doesn't
time.
have a reaction.
Oh, it's a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
Got it.
No. If she's flying, which she can fly in,
If what she
hell,
does,
fly away. There's no
Same
opportunity.
thing.
not on a help,
Yes, I
only
did.
on an attack. That's what it's
No, because he questioned me. He told me about it.
19s.
None again, 19.
Okay, they save.
They save? Okay. Give me damage and then I'll have it.
Flyby is whenever she travels out of a enemy's reach.
Yes.
It's not a she can't use a reaction to get out of the way.
Correct.
That flyby doesn't fall under flyby.
The owl doesn't provoke opportunity attacks when it flies out of an enemy's reach.
Correct. But that's on her turn.
That's on her turn.
Right. Yeah. I'm saying. So whenever you use her,
And I'll move her around.
yeah, you should
Yes.
have her fly in, help, and then fly
Yes.
away, so
Exactly.
she doesn't get fireballed.
Mhm.
26
Yeah, I learned that the hard way.
halved.
Okay. So 13. Got it.
And I am going to expend a charge on my fulminating treatise.
Okay.
And is one of them near the bush?
This one, he's right next to it.
Right next to the bush, that one is.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm going to use a charge and knock him prone.
Okay. He's prone.
Yep. He's going to be prone, and I deal him some force damage, of which I cannot remember the number.
2d6.
Yeah.
You know, make Max golf swing him in to the bush.
Then 11 force damage.
11 more force damage. All right.
Rolled a 5 plus 6.
And that's on top of the lightning bolt. There's something else.
On top of the lightning bolt.
God.
Damn. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, the one that was more hurt that is not prone, he's definitely bloodied at this point, but still up. The
Treat
one that's
something has
prone is
three
bloodied yet.
And run up his back and stab him.
All right, it is now Max's turn.
First one, regular reckless. Uh, 16 plus 12, I assume hit.
Yes. The AC 18 on the scouts, guys.
Nice.
13, 23 on that first hit.
23 damage on the first hit.
Yep.
Okay, got it.
And the one on the ground, I will. I'm gonna hit the other one with brutal.
Okay.
One still standing. Nope, changing that back to the prone one.
Prone one. Okay.
24 hits.
Yes.
Go swing.
Instead, I'm going to do the staggering one, which means that its saving throws are at disadvantage.
Okay.
Or his next saving throw.
All right.
I'm going to savage attack with that one.
Okay. That's what I was thinking of. Savage attack.
That is 12 plus 10, so 22.
Okay.
One.
Wait, this was on the prone one, right?
Yes.
What's hilarious is we've been doing multiples of 11 on him for a while. So he is at a multiple of 11 damage. All right.
And both are found.
Both are sapped. Okay. Wow. All right. That brings us to Nova.
Okay.
Now it's actually your turn.
With him, is he dead? Yes, he's dead.
Take the lieutenant off, please.
Okay,
Thank
he's
you.
dead. Okay. And he's prone.
Yes.
Can I see him from where
You
I'm?
cannot see either of them. You can only see the two in front of you.
With bird.
Can I? Yeah. Can I see through? Can I see
Oh,
through?
if you look,
You familiar share?
Can I see through?
he can, but I don't know if it takes any of his action economy. That's the question.
Okay. If I move to the right, will I be able to see them?
You'd have to move through those bushes. Or
As a
Can I
bonus
move
action.
that way?
As a
so you
bonus
can
action.
use your bonus action to look through your owl's eyes if you wish,
Okay.
but it costs a bonus action.
Now, if I move to the right and I'm
And then
say
just-
right here, can I see through and
No.
see him?
No,
Okay.
Yeah, the angle in the bushes.
the ambush
Okay. I'm
is
just
built this way on purpose.
all right. I'll use my bonus action
The
to look through
ambushes
and
yeah,
see
there you
them because I want to cast chain lightning and I'm going to hit him.
go. Oh,
first.
you don't have to see him. I don't think.
No, no. All it says is they have to be within 30 feet of each
Huh?
other. Okay, so I'm gonna
You
cast
have
chain
to see
lightning.
one of them.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast chain lightning on these two guys and then him right
Well-
there.
Well, you cast it on one, and then it jumps.
Yeah, and then it can as long as they're within 30 feet
All right.
of my initial target.
And how many total does it hit?
3.
Only 3?
3.
No.
3 extra, right?
Yeah.
3 extra.
Three
Yes,
extra.
that's what I thought.
Yes.
Oh, so I can hit all of them.
So you hit one, and then it hits the others. So
Okay.
yeah, what's the save?
Dex 20.
I love that.
And one of those made it disadvantage.
That is true.
Got it. It's the prone guy, right?
Yeah.
So
Which-
technically double disadvantage.
Yeah. That is 2 fails for the first 2.
Somewhere.
It's a good thing you had that disadvantage because he rolled a natural 19 and a 4. And then the last one standing rolled a 6. So I'm back, guys. Single digits for all of them. Yippee!
40 points of damage.
40 to each of them.
40 to each.
Passed on the image.
40 that if they
They all
failed.
failed. They all failed.
20 if they did. Okay.
Yep.
I never get it. I want to text me because I'm
And then I'm just gonna go whoop, just back just a touch.
And he no longer has a multiple of 11 for damage.
And then you're
However, he is bloody.
and then you're out.
And then so
Use the help action on one of these.
yeah, I'm gonna use the help action to bring Betty over here. She's got 20. Does she have 20 or 30?
30.
Should have said
30. Okay. I'll just put her right
a
there.
bird that
In the
counts
bush?
more than 30.
She's flying above him.
Oh. I mean, technically, she'd be able to still in the bush.
She's supposed to be now.
We should land on it.
That's what kept me occupied.
Try to go through it. It's going to be a tough time.
So get that out.
Yep. Okay. That brings us finally to the scouts' turns again.
The branches of the trees.
I wanted to
Against
give,
two.
I wanted to give you inspiration.
I'm gonna
but
pick
I think that
this
was
guy.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. It's a strength save.
Oh, 150
Yep.
points of damage in one shot.
Now one.
Nice.
I like that.
And he shows up over here in the bush.
In the bush.
In the bush he goes.
10 points of damage.
Oh, bushy, bushy.
10. Wow.
We're opening up a pack here.
Like doing that.
Yeah. That's true.
All right. Okay. So, Mr. In the Bush is right next to you.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay.
It's your classic rocket.
So he's gonna take 2 swings at you, or 3 swings at you. The other one is going to split and take 1 swing at you and 2 itself.
Protection from Magram.
Protection for Magnum.
So
Okay.
that's straight roll for Malcolm then. He's
What's that?
reckless.
Yeah, I was reckless.
They also have pack tactics, so yes, it's straight roll. That is a hit, a miss, and a miss. So you take 12 half to 6. That is a hit, so another 12 half to 6.
Boom.
And then against Sal,
21 is the number to
that is a 20, and that is a 25.
All right. Hit
I'm
me for
going to
12.
hit you. 12 points of damage.
Yes, yes. I can take it.
All right. That's those two, and then Max. We've got the ones next to you. Half the movement to stand up for Mr. Sleepy there.
With the 10 temporary points
Yes,
that
Mr.
I got from him, I finally broke 100.
What's that? What'd you make 100?
With temp HP.
Temp HP gave me.
Nice.
Get back next to me. I'll give you more.
We had to get like little poppers. So we just...
I'm at 100.
I mean, I'm.
Let's see.
Down there with you too.
Do any of those guys have disadvantage, Max?
Both of them have tap on their first attack.
Okay. So, which they have advantage, so it's going to be a straight roll.
You want to know what I'm at? 137.
18.
Wow.
18 does not hit.
That one also doesn't hit. Okay, and then 2 attacks each with advantage.
Is that max or turn?
170.
That hits.
Plus.
Misses. Misses.
I have a level.
Those are big guys, right?
And hits. So you will take.
We got the same constitution score, too.
Say any of the first 2 hit, or they both missed.
Tell
So 2 hits. Yeah, you take 12 total after both of them are out.
I have tough, too. That's why I'm so surprised.
All right, that's the scouts fighting to the bitter end because they are idiomatic. Not idiomatic. Ideologues. Did anybody here play in the Ep1 campaign?
What?
Do you remember the airship?
I was not there for that.
This is the same crew that attacked that airship.
Those bastards.
Yes. So they worked for the.
Magnum wasn't there.
But
That was-
Magram wasn't there.
No,
So
the
you don't-
silver codex was there.
Yes.
What a guy.
Okay, I was there.
Silver coatings.
Silver Codex.
That was the name.
Codex.
That was the name of my character. The
Yep.
silver codex.
Warforged Bard.
It's actually a title.
Really?
Yes, it's a historian.
It was fun.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a pre-gen. Yep. All right. So that is all of their turns. Where were we? Billy.
Ellie?
Me?
Yes. You do get a turn.
The silver codex.
Okay. So, too many people still.
13.
I can't hear you if you're talking to me.
We don't have too many still standing. It looks like 7 over
But
there.
there's 4.
There's 4 still standing.
Yeah. I thought I would have knocked out at least a couple with that, but I almost have a
Over here?
Yeah.
But you hit him pretty hard too, didn't you?
Yeah.
And on what side of that?
You're
Okay, you're an
advantage.
the only one that's been hit.
Yep, and you get advantage because of Max.
Because he
Lightning bolt can hit those two.
So roll your attack as with your juggling scimitars.
That's it.
Every time you say that, I picture the Aladdin Sega Genesis game. The bad guys were like literally juggling scimitars. You had to jump over.
Really remember that.
I do remember.
It's
Yeah.
just roll all your attacks and
That
then roll
banging
your damage.
soundtrack.
was so good.
25 hits.
That does sound fantastic.
Hits. All right, so all 3 hit.
And then, okay, so then I do
It's like the old Deftones from back in the day.
That Everon campaign. That was back when I played Genevieve.
Mhm.
All right, so I had a +5 to each one, and I realized I don't think, and I didn't roll shitty this time. So 29.
And is that with your swarm? Oh,
Nope, I'm adding that down.
okay, 49 plus.
29 plus 8.
Yep.
So that would
37.
Be 30. Yeah.
Don't have a D4. Could you pass those to him?
And that one is dead.
Dorian is lending you his dice.
Not much overkill, so you didn't waste any strokes, but it is dead. All right, Gilbert.
I'm going to run to this guy's back and stab him in the head.
Stab him in the what?
Head.
All right, stab him in the head.
It's dramatic, but you know.
Oh, run up his back. I'm missing
Sting up his back. Yes.
Okay.
Sounds like such a little man.
I need to roll a 16.
Hold on.
Sorry, what was the hit?
I mean, chat.
What was it?
I rolled a 16.
Okay, you're fine. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Great. When I get my great roll, it can't be 3 characters.
I will sacrifice a die to remain stealth.
No.
That's just how it works.
If you want,
I don't know why.
Bloodhound.
you're gonna be stealth for his corpse, maybe.
From everyone else.
Pretty bad.
Well, they're busy.
But he's a little bit.
Means I don't have to burn anything to stealth.
Dang, that's a lot.
That's some big numbers. Hold on.
Famous poison.
So 12. You know what? I'll do it that way.
You're doing more than 10 damage.
24. Yep.
It's doing a lot more than 10 damage.
10 was enough, but let's
10 on
find out
the
how many you
die.
did.
What did I say? This is 24 plus 7 plus 4.
Starting to fall.
So that's 10. So
35. It's
34, 35, somewhere in there. Okay, yes. You climb up his back, insert your dagger behind something that looks kind of like a windpipe, push forward, and viscous black fluid goes spraying everywhere as his head comes free into your hand. Did you just jump?
Yes.
How did you get the steward boots?
I got the boots.
The boots.
We don't have any sticky. We don't have any tacky. There. Oh,
Actually, I'm going to get attack in my box.
I still need to remember to put mine
just
in.
didn't bring it in.
Do you have some?
Not tonight, but I literally bought some. It's sitting on my stairs waiting to go in there.
Same here.
Yeah, mine's literally sitting on my desk. It has been for 6 months.
Whichever one that is takes 2 points of damage from Nick.
I'll have it this
From Nick?
weekend.
Yeah.
Because you missed?
I'll bring them too in case.
Oh, sorry. From my bonus action.
But only 2 points?
Free.
Okay.
I don't have.
Oh, yeah, you don't have anything to add.
that would unstealth you.
It's true.
I think at this point I let.
He's figured it out because you're on top of him. Yeah.
I wanted this to be the option of a sneak attack.
Oh,
If you get it, you get it.
Got it. Well, what?
Yeah.
No, I can't hear you down there too much.
And it's like, except it's a little bit confusing because of my name. But I said you could have named your character Sam because he's been here the whole time. Because he's constantly invisible and you do you. But he's really
It's game changing.
That's a game changer thing. Got it. Very good. I'm sure some people will get it. Please mention it in the comments if they do.
Okay, I tumble off this guy's back and disappear into the shadows.
It is fine.
I'll bonus action stealth.
Bonus action stealth. Okay, roll it. Just because. You're good.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only one better than my minimum.
One better than your minimum.
You have to roll a 15.
Still
You can't roll
sufficient.
lower than that, so you always succeed.
Oh, that's right. The 15 is so stupid.
I did land on his head and it looked really cool, but then I fell off and rolled backwards into the.
Gotcha. You did not disengage.
No, I did not.
Just for grins, I'm going to do it. That is a 16 plus
It hits.
something to hit. All right. He swings wildly. He doesn't see you, but he hits you.
Yep.
It's 12 points of damage. Slash.
Evasion.
So, no. The other one.
Sorry, yeah, but
The
there.
half. Yes, 6.
Yeah, uncanny dodge. Thank you. That one.
But now that burns your reaction to do that, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was that the guy you killed?
No, that's one of the ones over here. They're all dead in the wall.
All right. That brings us to Lieutenant who's dead. All right, Sal.
I finally took damage.
Me again?
You again.
All right.
Round 3. Fight.
All right. How hurt are these two looking?
That one's got like a nasty scar on his ear now.
they all had.
The one who is in the bush looks very hurt. The one who is not in the bush looks bloody.
I knew there was a reason I chose the one at the back to land on.
I'm gonna move here. I'm gonna attack him.
That would have been awkward.
Okay.
He's wily.
Oh, you had to kill the kid, accidentally nick him to death and be stuck in the bush.
16 misses. Flame.
Well, the bush is very high. If I jump on that one.
16 was miss.
19 hits though.
19 does hit, yes.
Are you literally on top of him still?
No. When my bottle fell, that was me using the rest of my move.
14.
Okay.
Okay.
14?
Yes, and I'm going to push him into the bushes.
Barrel roll.
Basically.
No save?
It's
You got advantage
history
too.
points, I don't think.
All right, just double check.
You got advantage because of Betty.
Crit fish it.
Were you rolling with advantage?
No, only on the first hit. So
Oh,
actually,
well, the
roll
one
your first hit.
the one that I missed, yeah.
Yep.
That would be a 1, so that still misses.
So this is
I only have proficiency in acrobatics because I have a training here at my vested,
Yeah.
and it gives me acrobatics. Otherwise,
Yeah, no save. So he gets pushed into the bushes.
Athletics,
Okay. Not acrobat.
but not acrobatics.
and then further
I don't think
take
that's any.
11 points of damage.
Nice.
That's why I needed to get the.
Uh,
That's my jumping, it's my swimming, it's my climbing.
All right,
That's acrobat.
I get one more attack.
go one more. All right, sorry.
I thought like
Yeah, that is
was
28.
Yeah, climbing,
28
swimming,
hits.
jumping, and athletics.
Yeah, I'm still going to attack the same one.
Acrobatics is
So
dodging,
that is going to be
nimble while doing it.
only 11.
Okay. Interesting.
I also have climbing and swimming, which give me a +5.
Only 11 points of damage?
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
If I push him again, can I push him in, like, make him take the damage again?
I have a -1 strength.
I'll say he doesn't go deeper, but he takes the damage again.
Okay, that works for me.
5 more points. So that's a total of 16 more. So that is
So I did.
Yeah, my intelligence is 10.
Got it.
I did get my encounter to it.
That's all I'll do.
They have somehow both arrived at the same hit point total.
You're welcome.
So they're both looking
I
pretty
just
rough.
extended the range.
That brings us to Magram.
Get him, man.
Can I give you 10 HP through your book?
I don't think it works.
Still. Give it
Did
to
you
me.
use your tenure? Your inspiration?
No, I haven't. I haven't had a reason.
Oh, okay. Shit, I should have.
You get 9. Reckless on the guy right in front of me.
Makes sense for the fireballs.
23 to hit.
23 hits.
I've got another one that's back.
And that'll be 10 points of damage on him.
Only 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go at him again. Dirty 20.
Hits. Do you want to make it your crit for the night?
Why not?
Okay, got it, boy. Crit damage.
Crit damage. So it's 4 on the die. Are we doubling or are we rolling?
You have to decide before you roll.
I'll double it.
I think
You were planning on double it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
As soon as something comes up,
8 plus 3 plus 3. 14.
Thank you.
Watch too much of it.
Don't do that to me. 14.
Did you catch earlier when there was
And, pardon?
how harder those guys?
Yeah, full arm. Yeah.
No, I do get brutal on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's still barely full arm him.
It's just a year, I believe.
How hard are those?
What's that?
I believe he can do brutal with the pommel strike, can't he?
It's
Rounds.
considered a bonus action. Does that work? Does it matter?
Is what?
It says
Yeah, the
attack.
question is whether the brutal strike says when you make an attack.
If you use reckless attack, you can forego advantage on one strength base. No,
It's
it
a,
doesn't.
it's a
It just
reckless
says-
attack.
It just says
with a
attack.
bonus
Yeah.
action. You can brutal your butt if you want.
Sure.
You'll
No
be.
bad dragons.
Oh, yeah. 13.
13 damage.
No,
It's a hit.
To
13
hit?
hit.
Use your inspiration.
Yep.
Or yeah, Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, there we go.
19.
Hits.
Attaboy.
Thank you for the reminder.
Now roll your brutal butt damage.
Nova's just yelling at you.
So,
Yeah,
that'll
and
be
you-
10 and full. Right?
You're so pretty, kid.
Oh.
You're
You're a dreamboat.
Plus.
You can still push him.
How much? How much?
I gotta remind myself of the pluses on it. So, it'd be. I got 2 1s on the die. So 5 total damage. But the brutal will be the shove.
So you do 5 damage to him. Then you shove him into the bush.
Yeah. Reshove into the bush, up, down.
With 1 hit point, he flies
Nice.
into the thorn bush and takes 3 points of damage, and he's dead. Can you take him off the camera?
So glad I'm not.
He has a branch sticking through his chest.
So glad I'm not on shoulders anymore.
Jeez Louise, that was so close. All right, last one's here. Lilith, you're up.
Finish him off.
One's on the die. What's up with that?
Yeah.
Like at this point, it's one guy left.
Yeah.
When you push him into the bush, then you're supposed to be here. He just screams like
If they weren't both in the bush, I was gonna go into that bag and pull out an animal.
Firebolt.
I'm surprised you haven't yet.
Fair.
Actually,
Well, I was waiting for the turn.
was that Firebolt?
Firebolt.
But I wasn't
Okay.
gonna throw a number in the bush.
Just
No. No, there's no reason you would have advantage. I don't think.
It's a very
if you're
Did he the help action you used on
Yeah.
that one?
you can
It's already been burned by Magrum, though.
can't the help action be used on every attack?
No,
Or
only
can we
the
use
first.
one?
Only the first, and only on the one enemy that you use it on.
Oh,
But Magrum already
Okay.
used it, so yeah.
okay,
Or he did it.
Or Sal did.
it's still
Yeah.
really good to have it in place.
interesting.
hmm
Oh, Max is over here.
Yeah, Max is over here. So yeah, it's a straight.
So used to Max being
I'm
right.
still learning.
just
Just
have
like,
your
I only
massive
got to
intelligence
use her a
to
few
help.
times in battle in the last campaign.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, no, it's still really good.
yeah,
But
yeah,
that
for sure.
People that
intelligence, I'm going to use my heroic inspiration to roll that natural 5.
say when I'm way over here, or people are over here.
Take
It
it.
rolled.
Take it.
Yeah.
18?
Yeah,
Good.
I'll
He's the only one I really don't have
take
to worry
it.
about.
Okay.
Because
Uh,
of hits.
Yeah.
But Magrum also take the rapid as well.
Right, right. Yeah. I threw her in the middle because
It's also
the look was there.
it's not automatic. Eh? You get
What?
to choose.
What's that?
The
The help
help
action? Yes.
You
You
choose
must
to get-
explicitly. No. You have to choose who's being distracted.
Yeah.
So you
it's
choose
just
the
like-
enemy, not who's going to be the first one to hit it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You
18 points of fire damage.
18 points of fire damage.
It's got to be just about.
it ain't gonna. He's gonna ain't gonna make me.
So, Max, your turn. Very damaged.
Oh,
Yeah, I can easily get there.
Okay.
Cool.
Hey,
Sneak attack.
yeah, no shit. Breaking out his old rogue moves.
I didn't want to put my knees on the floor.
Levin's here.
He just
Oh.
popped up out of nowhere.
31 to hit on the first one.
Hits. Can you do less than 2 damage?
No, I default 10 damage plus any of the
How do you want to do this?
just push him into the bush as well.
You just,
There's 3
you
bodies
just
in
don't even do damage. You
All it is
just,
a bunch
you
of
just
dead-
push
dead
him into the bush,
bodies in the
which
bush.
is a minimum of 2, but in this case it does 10. So as the
Exactly.
branches
Yep.
shred
Do it
his
slow.
his exposed oil lines and he expires.
There's 3 bodies in there now.
Yes, this bush is like a monument to dead warlords.
And as it happens, I'll say,
He just-
can someone light this bush on fire?
He just flicked him in the
Fireball.
forehead.
In the bush.
Oh, firebolt in the bush.
It's covered.
We don't have to dissipate them.
The bush is now heavily on fire.
Nice.
I also lit it on fire with flame tongue.
Oh, yes, you did. Okay. Yes, heavily on fire now. There is black smoke coming up from this bush. The Warforged are being scorched by it. There are some parts of them, by the way, that are wooden and starting to burn as well as they participate in this conflagration.
These chemicals can't be good. Let's get out of here.
We're not gonna loot the bodies.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
we just set the bodies on fire.
Way in the distance,
There
we hear
are-
Ewoks playing music.
There are the bodies of 2 of the scouts, which are outside of the bush.
Can I reach in and grab the lieutenant, like by his foot or
Take
something?
him out.
Yeah.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
A dex saving throw.
Yeah, let's get the
8?
big fellas out
8?
there to yank them
You
out.
take 2 points of fire damage, but you pull out the lieutenant.
Sorry, we had to burn the bush.
And you guys go to loot these guys, and you realize that now that they are dead, the blades on their arms come loose and could be attached with attunement to another creature's arm. So you have looted
The rocket.
arm blade, short sword, arm blade, long sword, arm blade, javelin.
Oh.
Unfortunately, the bolt thrower does not have an entry in the right manuals, so you don't get that one. But
Okay.
now they do require attunement, and when you have the weapon out, you cannot use that hand for anything else. So no cheesing it by having a sword and shield on the same arm.
How'd that go again?
What's that?
What were you doing?
Are they plus one
If that's the
weapons?
motion I have to do, I'm happy with it.
Are they plus one weapons then, since they require attunement?
No, they are not.
Just because.
But they
just
they do
cannot
conceal
be
really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gilbert might like to pop up behind somebody and go, pop it in the spine or something.
Maybe.
Well,
Does the javelin
It's one of each.
one of each, but you'll each get a copy after next week.
does the javelin reload itself somehow?
So the one in this book, I think, is different than. So the one I think it's supposed to be a melee weapon.
Just for
This one says javelin launcher, and it's a ranged weapon.
Cast it.
But if you look it up in the book, you have to use the
I
one
was just saying if
in the
anything.
manual.
So
It says it's a melee weapon in the manual. You can use a
I'm figuring the
javelin
holes
as a
in my
melee.
coat.
okay, so it's a javelin launcher, but it doesn't actually launch javelins.
This guy could launch javelins with it, whether your character can or not. Unfortunately, it's the not. So yeah, you can poke things with it.
Oh, okay.
However, it is a really good item to just leave on your sheet.
And I would assume that you could at least throw it once. Like it's
Throw part of my arm out.
well, no, it's like an expanding javelin, and yeah, you can like launch the javelin part off of it.
Okay,
But
that's
it-
fine.
But it's not.
Yeah,
It doesn't have of returning capabilities.
that's fine. I'm not going to use it anyway. I have regular javelins.
To virtually cast detect magic.
Well, it touches your arm.
Right.
No other magic.
It's like a short bolt.
Take
All right.
and it's just
Well, it's a good thing I got lost here, so we can have this battle.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. That'd be humongous.
Yes, and you did get completely lost.
Everyone feeling good?
Is there anything else?
So
Nope,
Anything else?
that's it.
real
That's it,
quick,
huh?
you give temporary hit points to somebody within like 10 feet at sort of each of your turns, right?
Yep.
When you're raging.
Yep.
So you can give that to all of us now. And the temporary hit points don't go away when your rage ends.
Yeah,
They do.
At the end of every combat, you could maintain your rage long enough to walk around everybody.
He said they disappear when it's
When my rage hits, they go.
Oh, they go away.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
and I'm under.
And
Back on.
Well, I mean, I'm still raging
Didn't even
got 90
for the
Oh.
moment. I can
right
get.
there with you.
Okay.
I'm gonna try it
one
again.
less.
We'll try
You have
to.
93?
Yeah.
We'll try to give you
We are squishy.
Yeah.
the max I can give you. Let's see what I can
I
do.
actually don't know if my hit points are correct.
8,
Sorry.
sorry.
It's okay.
I don't remember working it out.
Yours should be pretty low. too.
Everybody who wants to, while Magrum's still raging, can have 8 temporary hit
Yep,
points.
I can do it again. Let's see.
I'm not going to make you re-roll.
8
these.
again.
Yeah. So everybody.
The dice say it.
Yeah.
But now that one's better. That one's 16.
Same as a bar.
Damn.
Take that one. Everybody else can take 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then in 10 minutes time, they'll
Well,
Yeah.
Someone go slap her. Hurry up.
no.
Unarmed strike.
actually,
13 divided by 9.
honestly, this is a fun party game if you know a barbarian who can do this.
Yeah.
Because you all can, like, literally stab each other with knives or something as part of the game.
It's
I gotta be careful.
it's like Aura Vitality. We just keep smacking the snot out of it.
Yeah, and just he
Like
keeps
the
getting
I never.
And if someone hits me, I'm not going to stop raging. So
So
come
crazy.
and hit me.
Oh, that's so funny.
I'm not
Hit me. Come on.
I do have a morning star.
All right.
Roll an unarmed strike.
Yeah.
Do it.
Oh my god.
Throw the book at me.
I was actually hunting him in
Very, very,
Go
very,
ahead.
very weak unarmed strike from Resident Wizard.
Yeah. That's. Yeah.
What's your
So you're
strike?
handing out. You're handing out.
3 hits.
Okay.
3 hits and hit points.
Good. You did 1 point of damage if you hit. What'd you roll?
No, I do 0 damage. I rolled natural 3.
You do 1 damage.
Oh.
Oh, and you rolled a natural 3? No, she missed entirely.
Oh.
She whiffed.
I walked up to him. I rolled a 3 for a 2.
I lean into it. So
All right, you take 1 point of damage from the wizard.
Yeah.
31 to hit.
That hits.
That hits, yeah.
And it's just strength, correct?
I don't know your unarmed strikes. I don't know.
Just your strike.
This is a good test.
Did you just do a brutal strike on him or something?
I didn't plan on it.
All right.
Magrum holds his chin out
Modifier.
to Lilith.
Oh,
And Max comes up just.
Plus your rage damage.
So that's 10 damage.
Oh, I'm doing fine.
All right. Pound.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I rolled a 3 for a 2.
Okay, yeah, I'm right.
All right. Everybody's hit the barbarian. We've played hit the barbarian. Okay.
I feel like he took no damage.
Technically, they would have had advantage.
Sure, you've been working on that, huh?
All right. We're done with that game. Because I want to get at least one more of the encounters out of the way before the day ends.
Yes.
This one happened a little earlier than I was intending, but it was the right time.
You rolling for everybody?
Did we find our way?
As the large column of smoke climbs in the sky,
Earlier.
Oh, I did?
you notice some more Warforged approaching in the distance.
Oh.
They are dressed differently.
Oh.
In fact, the one in the lead is bright purple,
Nice.
apparently anodized.
Also, looks very well armed.
He held a lightning bolt and jumped in some liquid, huh?
I'm still looking for the chest of money that has to be here somewhere.
Nope, no chest of money.
I know I don't find it. I'm still looking for the chest that must be here somewhere.
Yeah, give me your investigation check.
Diggy, square up.
I tap him on the shoulder. I go, come on, big fella, you got this.
Do you even see
I
him?
give you inspiration. You got a
Cool.
2.
A D10.
D10.
I'm using it. So I rolled a 19 and a 9, and I had 11. Wait, yeah.
So that's 39.
27.
That's 30.
38.
Nearly 40.
39.
39.
Yeah.
Almost broke 40. I was something.
I believe we decapitated one, so I'm going to grab the head
Okay. Yeah. You
and
got ahead.
hold it up to them, showing that we killed them.
Okay.
shit, man.
We'll get to that in a minute.
You want to see
I'm gonna-
if I tried it?
Just because you rolled a 39, you absolutely ascertain that there is no chest where they've been collecting tolls. However, you uncover a chest of loot that has 1,000 gold in it that's been there for many, many years.
Sweet.
They're not the first ones
Held the
to
sound opening it.
To use this passage for this.
Hey,
this
I look over and I
particular
go,
Nice.
Yeah, no, these guys were just laying in wait to kill you all and take everything you had. That was their plan. They did not take tolls.
but all they found was nothing but trouble.
They got a raid on the bad dragons.
All right, so there's
All right, so there's some more Warforged approaching you. You hold up the head.
He actually gives it to me. I put it on the trident.
The trident. Okay.
Oh, I love it.
About 30 feet away. The lead holds up his hand.
I'm
The
gonna
troop stops.
be on top of this cliff.
Okay, you're able to make it up there easily enough. You got to climb speed.
Yeah, I do.
Yep,
And boots.
I know.
I had to think about that.
One of the
I
reasons
my jump distance to that.
Here.
one of the reasons I said burn the bush is the bush now gone since we burned it?
It is burnt sticks, and I'd say it's still burning.
Okay.
That's where he finds the chest.
Yeah, the chest is under the edge of the bush that burnt away.
I'm just curious if we're going to have more movement if we needed.
I would say it becomes not as dangerous to move through it, and it would go from 4x to 2x
Okay.
if you have to fight in it again.
It's
However,
like growth now.
This guy starts off by saying, "Hail, I see you have run into the Lord of Blades' troop. My name is Mercy. We are pilgrims in this area."
And to where do you make your pilgrimage in this desolate waste?
We have a base at Iaros, where we are building a shrine to the Warforged, who were created, fought, and died in this terrible conflict. Never before has a sentient race been brought upon the face of Eberron and then nearly removed in its entirety just for a few years of battle. We feel that the sacrifice of the Warforged in this fight should be honored for all time.
Where are you going?
Ialos.
Where's that?
It's the town with the windmill back that way.
Oh, We were.
We saw your smoke and came to aid you in case there was trouble.
We took
It
care of it.
was.
Indeed,
Yeah,
we have not seen someone make such short work of them before. You are indeed formidable warriors.
That's what you get when you mess with a bad dragon.
Puffed up chest,
I
but
don't
sitting
see
here.
any dragons, but I'll take your word for it.
So
It's right here. The
Spider dragon head?
Yep.
Oh, that's a pretty hideous one.
yes, so we were actually on our way to a colossus that we saw. It was a bit west of the other camp down the river.
Oh, you're about 3 hours away from that to the north, on the wrong side of the river entirely.
I knew where we were going.
Oh,
I don't know if you're on the wrong side of the river. I'm just making it as bad as it could be.
oh.
Because it's
It's
all
a
really
really
low.
bad smoke. Yeah.
Okay, we left it out of the wrong side of town. So that means we're
Oh,
That means we're-
that north.
that means we're close to another colossus in that case.
Actually, you're closer to Ialos. What purpose are you raiding or investigating these colossi?
We're looking for a docent.
A docent, you say?
Yes, we've been told that the colossus might have one, and we've been told that you might have one.
These are some of the sacred relics that we have been collecting, and the colossi near here have been removed of their docents, most of which have been non-functional. We've collected them and some other relics at our sanctuary at the old mill in Ialos. Would you like to accompany us back there, and perhaps we can discuss your mission?
Of course, we have at least one of us here who's quite handy with magic and magical artifacts. So maybe these non-functional docents might be more functional than you may realize, if depending on what sort of work you've done on them.
They are beyond our ken. We merely collect and preserve and honor.
Splendid.
However, if you wish, you may accompany us. This way? And they lead you on towards the others.
We'll go.
And actually, as you guys do go, you do go near one of the colossi. This is a extremely large robot. We're talking Gundam plus large. This is Voltron assembled large. It is laying there, destroyed. Its calf is open from large wounds in it, and it is the size of a large barn. Just its calf. So these are very large robots.
Someone didn't skip leg day.
No,
I appreciate that.
did not. Okay, so you guys are heading to Ialos?
So we're passing by this.
Yes, you're passing by.
They said that they've already picked a lot of them clean. So
This one indeed does not have a docent. We've retrieved it.
Why don't you want to try to locate up with stuff?
or we're heading towards the docent.
Wait till town, and then I'll sneak off with it, and then I'll go just find out what's going on.
You don't need to steal one yet.
What do you mean?
Can I do an insight check on these guys if they're actually being.
Give me an insight check. Yeah, that's a good idea to possibly download.
I mean,
Here's my
I
location.
could do the same thing. I'm
What do you-
talking to them.
Okay, go ahead and give me an insight check as well.
Can I help her and give her advantage?
Just two.
Okay. Oh, they're
16.
13.
Okay. With your 13, seems reasonably legitimate, but you can't be sure. With a 16, you're pretty sure these guys. They're. You've run into holy people before. They seem to be wholly into their mission.
I was taught by paladins, yes.
Yes, so they definitely seem to fervently believe in what they've said, and are true believers.
Well, I just last find out about that. I don't know.
And it would,
Excuse me.
it would make sense.
So, as you guys approach Ialos, which is spelled Ialos, if anybody cares.
Wow.
A windmill towers above this ruined village. The windmill's sides and blades are reinforced with badly rusted steel plates, and the attached wooden outbuilding is in shambles. Muddy roads separate the mill from the ruined buildings. In the center of a nearby intersection stands an eroded stone statue of a humanoid draped in colorful scraps of cloth. Welcome to Ialos. As I mentioned, we Warforged pilgrims have made this our base and have consecrated this mill as a temple dedicated to all those Warforged who have died in this war. Did you say something?
I said I.
Hi. Okay.
Did they have a cart or something similar that they were bringing?
You look around, you don't see a cart in evidence, just parked in the city.
I was asking if the people that we were traveling with.
I'm sorry, you were saying something, young man?
No, I was asking if they had a cart so that could take a short rest on the travel there.
Oh, no, they were not traveling with a cart. They were walking. Good question. Okay. By the way, it has been 15 hours since you guys came through the portal.
Has the lighting changed at all? Has it gotten darker?
It is getting dark, and the mist is persisting. It has been a full day.
I thought we took a short rest after they got out of the portal.
You took one short rest, yes.
Okay, so we've been traveling since we woke up 14 hours?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Hey, you guys spent a while wandering around in the fog when you were lost.
Okay.
Also, when you weren't lost, it's hours to get between places here, and it's very much those of you who have been to the Feywild kind of recognize a little bit about the difficulties of travel and unpredictability thereof, and it's harder to figure out where you're going and get there in the time you expect, and then sometimes you get there faster. So, what does anybody want to look at first in this town?
Cool.
Or do you want to talk to Mercy, who's here to talk to you?
I just want to get an eyeball on some of these relics at least.
Mercy said that he was going to show them to us, right?
Oh, would you like to see the relics? This way.
If I get close enough to it,
And he takes you over to the mill. Let me double check. The first thing you notice as you enter the mill on the ground floor is normally there would be a millstone here that would be taking up much of the space. It has been removed. This is now like an open a room. There is a table in the middle. There are a few chairs scattered around. It looks like a place that's used for planning. There is a map of the surrounding area where they have been making notes as to where they have visited and what they found there. If you would follow me below, you may see the ossuary. It takes you down to a lower level. And here, you see the bodies of dozens of Warforged.
Detect magic, please.
Okay?
As we're traveling.
Okay? There's none yet. None of worth. I mean, you're noticing some magical essence to his being, but as you look around in this room, there are probably about 24 Warforged, and as opposed to like a human laying to rest where they'd be lying down, they have opted instead, they are posed up against the wall as if they're soldiers in attention, ready to do tasks.
Like statued armor. And
all of these in this room are dead. They are corpses of Warforged. There is no spark of life. There is no spark of magic left on them either. He then takes you.
At this point, I'd like to give him the decapitated head from the one that we took.
So you may keep that yourself if you wish, or we will give it a suitable disposal.
Here you go.
I love names.
Thank you. Yes, it won't reside here. This is not one of the honorable dead. The Lord of Blades is a mercenary leader who is attempting to partake in the overthrowing of multiple governments, destabilizing of the continent, and potentially leading back to war. We prefer peace and do not truck with him.
Speaking of which, do you know where his base is?
No, indeed we don't.
So
It's not in Syri, as far as we know.
So his troops just show up here.
Yes, they patrol around here, looking for relics and also valuables. Yes, they are all over Corvair these days.
Is he using any relics? Points?
The relics that we have come this way. He
Not the
takes
ones that they have, the ones that the
the Lord of Blades
Yes.
folks. They may. We don't know. We've heard that they enhance their soldiers with them when they find them. However, they don't have a permanent base around here. They're just some wandering patrols that are dangerous to stumble across. And he leads you to a small, low door in the side of the ossuary into a storeroom where there's a shelf around the outside. This includes a bunch of curiosities and trinkets scavenged from the Mornland ruins. Some of these items had magical properties, but don't any longer. You recognize several magical items on site, but they don't seem to have any magic left in them. The day of mourning caused many of these items to become mundane. However, some of them have maintained their magic. Now, with your passive perception, Gilbert and Ellie, you do notice what looks like a magic ring. You also see it with your detect magic. You also see half a dozen metal orbs that line one shelf, one of which radiates magic. These are the docents that we have found, and then these other artifacts of old Syri that we have collected as well. As you can see, we are attempting to collect and catalog and display with dignity a snapshot of what the world used to be like. And to honor these docents, which also gave their lives, like the noble Warforged.
Can we
Now-
trade for any of these?
We would not be interested in parting with any of our Warforged or the docents for permanent purposes. What cause do you have to be looking for one? You haven't explained this to me yet.
Yes. So we are actually on search for something quite powerful. It'd be best not explain too much, but
An artifact.
yes, and we've been told that a docent might be able to lead us to this because this mist stymies any attempts to find it.
There is one Warforged, or one Colossus, which is more significant than all the others put together, known as Landro. Landro is a Colossus among Colossi.
Would you consider this
And-
collection?
We have been told that it was powered by something called a gray matter engine, which had an artifact at its core. I don't know if this is the artifact you seek or not, but it could be. You're gonna attempt to steal some shit.
There's a ring.
There's a ring.
As he's doing this, I'm going to walk up and help him talk. And I'm going to go up there and be like,
The help action?
Go ahead.
Wait, what was the other item?
Just make it normally, because he's
Magic ring.
highly aware
I don't
of
know
what's
what it
going on in the room. It's a
The
sacred
docent
space.
has
So
magic in it.
I'm going to say you would be at disadvantage, but this is that the help action is canceling it.
That's fine with me.
Did he inspire you?
yes, I did.
Jesus.
You want to hold the inspiration back in case you don't need it.
Well, that's true. I don't need to roll it if I roll well.
It only lasts an hour.
Yeah, but that's also true.
But yeah, you can roll it after you roll your other one.
15, 20 something. I may as well use it. That's a 6.
21 plus modifiers.
Yeah, my sleight of hand's plus 16, so that's 31 plus 6.
37.
37. With the 37, the ring is now in your possession. Okay.
Do you tell him about the one doesn't?
So as he's doing this,
Well,
I'm going to go up and I'm going to help him.
We're still discussing that. So okay, so there's a colossus among colossi. Can you point us to that? I'm not familiar with how these.
This is of grave importance. We are being tasked with a mission from Mordenkainen and a great number of powerful individuals, and we need all the help we can get.
Would we need this one of your docents in order to find this colossus?
If the docent could help you in a matter of such great importance, and you would agree to retrieve any artifacts that you find in the Leandro forest, we have not wanted to enter it. It is protected by a powerful field. It is also rumored that if it is tampered with, it has a self-destruct system which may activate. And therefore, we have left it alone to this point in time.
Okay.
We could potentially show you a way to get there. And how do you plan on using the docent? None of you are Warforged. I know that Warforged can commune with one, and he does walk over to the shelf, and he picks up the one that works. He knows already which one is live. I could, for instance, use this to be able to speak several more languages, learn a few more skills, and in particular, this one knows how to cook. They're also sentient creatures in their own right and deserve to be treated with appropriate respect. Now,
Absolutely.
how would you be using this?
Was that explained to us?
I don't think so. Aside from telling us that it would help us find it, find the.
It's possible that it wasn't. Yeah,
Magritte
you're
walks
getting
up.
more information.
We have arcane practitioners among us, one myself and the young lady here, and I believe that we could handle that.
Do you have anyone specifically that works on Warforged or has more of the magical tinkering skills?
We do have someone who's quite familiar with magical objects.
I have an Arcana at 11, and I have all the tools.
And you've got use magical item.
So I actually have the tools.
Okay.
It's not full Warforged.
Do you have Tinker Tools? Or do you have
I've got Tinker Tools.
Thieves Tools?
I've got Thieves Tools. I've got Tinker Tools, Leatherworking Tools, and
I've got some.
Weaver's Tools.
I mean, you also have magic,
I've got plus 11
you're
to
good
Arcana.
with magic. Magical items.
Yeah, I've got the use magic item. It's mostly for scrolls. That's all it really lets me use.
I've got carpenter tools and I love animals. And you said that thing has a brain like a little animal. So I'm
Oh, it's
saying,
more than a little animal, sir. This is a being that has intelligence.
and I call it Juniper.
You'd have to ask it.
Does it talk?
Well, it's talking to me right now. It does not like the name Juniper. It also, and I will say, I am not as yet persuaded that you know how to work with it safely. However, if you would be interested, I would be happy to assist someone in doing whatever it is. You said you had something that you needed to connect it to besides one of yourselves? Did you say that or not?
No, we've been told that it can help us find what we're looking for.
Well, we will need something to attune it to in order to allow it to do this finding.
Oh, I've got a broom.
Like a tuning fork?
Yeah, I got a piece of the rope.
He might be saying that it's going to use.
Is this a piece of the artifact you are looking for? Indeed, that could well work.
Oh.
Give me an Arcana check with advantage.
21 minimum.
Yeah. DC is not low on this, however.
So I rolled 17 to 28.
With a 28 on a DC of 25.
Ooh.
You and he are able to spend the next 45 minutes or so figuring out how to get the docent to interface with the rod. And once it has managed to, and he's able to speak with the docent as he's holding it and such, in order, as part of this goes on, this is basically the docent is attuning the rod.
Yeah.
And as soon, and you're holding the rod, so you have the kind of the intuitive sense that it's giving you. As soon as it goes, sorry. Yes. As soon as that part of the rod of 7 parts has been attuned by the docent, it goes from a vague sense that it's somewhere over there to what feels like a compass needle in your hand. So you
Like
now
a divining rod?
You have now basically a divining rod that is pointing at the next piece of the rod.
It's working. That's going to make things so much easier. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for your.
Now, I do expect this to be returned
Absolutely.
when you have found anything. And also, as we agreed, please gather any artifacts of Honorable Warforged on your journey.
What do you consider
Absolutely.
artifacts?
Other docents.
Any information we come across, we will relay to you.
If you can collect Warforged fighters wearing uniform colors, that would be fantastic. If necessary, just their heads, but the entire body if possible.
Okay.
How do you plan us to bring them back to you? Do you want us to just give you a
You
location?
seem like clever folks. Make sure they're outside Leandro in case the self-destruct activates.
It's only
Do you know anything about the self-destructs aside from it possibly being there?
Well, we have heard that it is there.
It's like
That certain tampering, especially with
I was going to ask.
the gray matter engine, would trigger the self-destruct.
we need holes.
Max, don't touch.
We have
Who took
That's
the arm blades?
Sorry, we got crosstalk going on. What's going on?
Who took the arm blades?
Yeah, only one person has them at the moment, but
Not me.
he's already told you he is not interested in things from the Lord of Blades folks.
Technically,
I'll say-
they
we'll
were
say we
found
had him
and then taken by the Lord of Blades, is what you said earlier.
Oh, they could have been, but
Yeah.
they're yours to keep. You don't have to give them away.
Yeah.
Unless you really want to, but
That was what the idea was.
okay. Above the table, nah.
Okay. Well, I think after we take a rest, if you would have us in your town, then we can be off in the morning and figure this out.
Indeed. We don't have much in the way of support for people of your ilk. Sorry to say. We don't have any biologicals here. Do you have a way to fend for yourselves for the night?
We'll manage.
Okay.
In case we could set up camp.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And
Making
he shows you to some ruins that you could pitch a tent in or something if you like. The tent, by the way, the ruins, by the way, do have a closet doorway that is available. Did you take that spell that you were talking about earlier?
The hut?
Okay.
Do you have the hut? Do you have a hut?
You're getting the spell slot back.
Yeah, I know. That's fine. I'll do it.
I can in
Okay.
1 minute.
Okay. No.
Come on, you gotta,
Yeah,
you gotta
I know.
pull it out.
Well, I'm gonna work on for next week. I'm gonna create something. I'm gonna.
Okay, but so
Yes,
for
right.
for today,
So
you cast it.
yes, I cast it.
All right.
So I see the door and go through the motions, do my little deal, and then the door will light up, and I'll just turn around to everybody. Go this way, my friends.
He opens the door, walks into another space beyond this that appears to be different from what it was a moment ago,
Yes.
and you guys follow him into next week.
All right.
Before we fall asleep,
Yes.
I want to use one of these charges out of this bag and see what random
I was
animal.
gonna say,
Random animal.
I look
the one time you
Liam had a year to figure this out. I've got a week.
It doesn't have to be.
No, I know, but I'm going to do it. It's going to happen.
All right.
And you can iterate on it.
Yep.
So, yeah.
I'll cast Identify as a ritual, but using my feature that lets me use it as.
Before you shut this door, I reach
Okay,
into
for
the
the ring?
bag,
Good, cool.
and I grab this little furry thing that looks like probably like a gremlin ball, and I throw it up in the air, and a tiger lands in front of us.
And he's friendly to your
He
party?
is friendly.
Okay.
Yes.
Excellent. I write him.
Oh, kitty cat!
That's his name. His name's Kitty Cat. I love it.
Give me enough
I
time.
go over. I usually don't like cats, but I'll make an exception for you. And I just get
And
script underneath the chin.
anybody who wants to scritch him, make an animal handling check.
I like the ones that are attainable.
he's friendly.
Make an animal handling check.
Me? What?
You want to ride him.
I do.
He's friendly.
I know, I'm just.
Does it
He's a
give me-
cat, so he can decide not to put up with your bullshit.
I don't think he puts up with my bullshit. Animal handling is not a skill I'm good at. I rolled a total of 5.
I'm a human. I
No, he does not like. He does not like your bullshit.
Damn it.
Reckless.
You're gonna attack the kitty cat?
Dog.
Oh dear.
Oh my god.
Is anybody gonna try to stop him, Mr.
Yes.
Branches of the Tree?
I'll say. I'll just step back, let the cat do what it
This
does.
is absolutely what
I got the tiger.
no, I want to pet him.
I got the tiger stats up.
All right, you and Max resolve this.
I'm giving it protection.
I don't know. Let Max fight the tiger.
Okay, if you're giving it protection, that's disadvantage, right?
Yes.
Is it a Fey tiger or is it a
It's,
real tiger?
it's a tiger.
It's a tiger that doesn't know why it's here.
20.
Right. That literally woke up and was like,
Dirty 20.
A
Number dirty 20.
Are you gonna crit it?
Yeah.
Oh
I
shit!
guess I'm not petting it anymore.
All right. Well,
Well, you guys have been needing to have this conversation with Max about how to play properly.
all right. So what are you doing to it?
You finally
We
get
can-
like I love animals.
We are in the process of.
Freaking tiger that gets great.
I'm still at the door waiting for everybody to walk in, and I'm just watching this, and I'm like, man, it's good to be back.
12 plus 10 is
There we go.
22.
It's got 8 points left.
And that would be second attack then.
Still have disadvantage.
Yep.
I cast Charm Person on Max.
The
I
15
think it's
hit.
too late.
Is it?
I think it's too late.
15 hit.
Should have did it
It does.
before the first attack.
You know what? This needs to happen.
I don't
Yeah,
think
Said
you
it
need
had
to learn.
8 left.
He
yeah,
needs to
yeah.
learn.
You can't.
I
You
can
can't.
shoot out
fail.
another time.
It's okay. You can
The
summon.
cat was here for.
You have a whole
The
bag.
cat was
You
here
have
for
to use
12 seconds.
Max is a ring of feather falling.
Well, at the end of the
You have one.
then I got a.
What'd you do to this beautiful cat, Max?
Does that mean I could fall twice as fast and take no damage?
It's pretty majestic. A puppy cat Kagurumi. And I was just so tempted. I'm like, the first thing I asked him when I got home.
So
was
no.
like, I was like,
So any magic items that got found are being held by whoever found them.
Yep.
Oh,
No,
this week.
no money, no
He could've done
downtime,
the
no
nimble
luck.
escape. The
That's next
disengage
week.
and-
Yeah.
If it used
So-
disengage, it would have gotten sentinel.
Did I identify the red?
Well, I gotta
Yes,
look
ring of
at
feather.
look at all my available
Just
polymorph
like
options.
Bojangles.
And he's already got one, so
Polymorph
it's not
something
let you.
to you, but I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to polymorph. Maybe I'll miss it.
Thank you, everyone, and we'll see you next time.